And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. It's Money Monday. We're going to talk about financial freedom. Let's get into it.
Let's go. We are back.
We're back, guys. What's up? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast, man. It's Money Monday. So really excited for this, guys. You guys know the Money Monday episodes is where you guys get a lot of the value on these types of shows. We help you guys with becoming an entrepreneur, making money, getting your savings on point, and basically just creating wealth to some degree, man. You don't necessarily have to be, and the light goes out.
We're under attack.
We're under a matrix attack, guys. But our goal isn't necessarily to make y'all multi-millionaires unless that's the goal for you guys. But the goal is to definitely get you guys to a point where you can do what you want to do and you are not tied down through finances. So real quick, let me hit some of these chats. We got here, Chris.
Yep, Penners.
Yeah, rumble.com/freshfit, guys. As you guys know, that is a new frontier for us because I don't know, man. Nowadays, we got some campaigns against us. People hate Fresh and Fit, you know what I mean? And we might get canceled any day now. So if it does happen, guys, you'll know exactly where to find us. And that's going to be on rumble.com/fresh-and-fit. And also, we're live right now on Rumble as well, guys. Rumble.com/fresh-fit. Yeah, we're pretty much going to put all of our live streams there as well. And we just dropped our Andrew Tate interview with the Avengers. We dropped that yesterday or the day before, excuse me. Every Saturday, we're pretty much dropping an Andrew Tate video because, as y'all know,
we can't put on YouTube anymore.
Yeah, YouTube is lame. And dude, we actually got a strike for putting up Tate videos. Or one of our old Tate videos, they hit us with a strike, which is kind of funny to me because other channels, like that's how I know that we're shadow banned. When we put up an Andrew Tate video, not only does it get less views, but it also gets taken down sometimes with strikes, which is crazy. But like no one else gets that. So I don't know. It is what it is.
We're target, man.
Yeah, we're definitely targeted on YouTube, but you know, it is what it is.
It's fine.
I genuinely think too, we by far are the most raw podcast on YouTube right now. That's still on.
That's still on. That's what I say.
Yeah, like by far, like the most raw because we brought on creators that, you know, other people are scared to platform. We've had conversations other people are scared to have. We've taught, you know, just we're pushing the envelope, guys. We really are. And the only thing I ask is just subscribe to the channel, man. Like the video. Follow us on Rumble as well, because if anything happens, man, God forbid, you guys will know where we are. Yeah. Rumble is probably the last bastion of free speech, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, because YouTube is getting worse and worse and worse when it comes to being able to say what you want to say, create content. You know, realistically speaking, if you look at the guidelines, like anything can constitute as harassment and bullying or hate speech or whatever. They're written very broadly. It's written very broadly for a reason. So, and
to be fair, it is their platform, so we gotta go with their rules. So it's what it is.
Yeah, which is why a lot of the times we have to, you know, put things on Rumble that we can't put on YouTube, right? Just to avoid the headache altogether. So go on Rumble, guys. Rumble.com/freshfit. Also, freshfit.locals.com, guys. Where we put behind the scenes stuff, whether it's pre-streams or double dates or kicking out girls. We're putting up Frank Castles immediately. So if you guys want to see girls get kicked out the show from the other perspective, we always have our team record it. It's over there on Locals. Also get the merch, freshandfitstore.com, guys. As y'all know, we sell all the merch there. My favorite shirt, the Chris the Bum shirt, is live over there right now because we all know Chris really is a bum and can't speak. So go ahead and check us out over there.
Shout out to Chris.
You have anything, Chris, you want to say?
Nah, man, I'm good, man.
See, you don't got nothing to say.
Yo, it's Monday, bro.
He got nothing to say, bro, when it matters.
Chris, get him up there, bro.
This nigga want to interject the talk during the show with the girls, and then when it's a regular show like this, you don't got nothing to say, man.
Because I'm tired of hearing the voices, you know, that made no damn sense. And when I hear no sense, I'm just like, what the fuck are you girls saying right now? It's like, what's going on? And last show, I put the tape over my mouth because you told me, Chris, give him a while. And I tried, you know, and I feel the same way the chat feels, you know what I'm saying?
You're the voice of the chat.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's the voice of the chat.
Yeah, man, the chat be like, yo, Chris, say something. I'm like, all right, that's not yet, man. Not yet.
The chat say it so they can hear you, bro.
Yeah. And then, guys, check out our Clips channel, man. As you guys know, we got Fresh and Fit Clips, man. that channel, man, 80% of the people that watch that channel are not subscribed to it. It's at 40+ million views right now. But 80% of the people watching are not subscribed. Do me a favor, man. Can y'all please subscribe to that channel? It's called Fresh&Fit Clips. On that channel, we want to go ahead and hit 1 million subscribers. If we hit 1 million, we're going to throw another boat party.
The last party was amazing, guys.
Yeah.
We had some of the best YouTubers on the boat, hot girls, alcohol. It was lit, man. If you messed up, bro, you messed up. Just saying.
Bro, that shit was lit, man.
Even I drank.
Yeah,
that's how you know.
I drank too.
Yo, mine was lit.
Yeah, I was lit.
Wait,
that's actually the last time.
Girls had to help you out.
Yeah, that's actually the last time that I got lit. It was January of this year. That was the last time.
There's a video of Myron dancing with Justin Waller and me. It was hilarious, bro. Yeah, hilarious.
It was a good time. And then also, guys, check out our other YouTube channels called More Fresh&Fit Clips. Let's get that one to 100K. So let's get Fresh&Fit Clips to 1 mil, and then get more Fresh&Fit Clips to 100K. All right, so we can get another plaque. We can flex on the haters. And also check us out on Spotify. The links are below, and we post every day on there on Spotify. Mo's uploading, and then Fresh, your vlog.
Yes, guys, I'm back to posting vlogs. We're going to be in Colombia this week as well. So if you want to see behind the scenes, go check it out on my vlog channel. And we're going to post as well some of the stuff behind the scenes as well. More not safe for YouTube on local. So go check it out. And once again, guys, stay fresh, stay humble. Let's go 200K. Let's go.
Bam. And check me out. Oh, you said the.
And guys, once again, give value, add value. We're going to have Fire Zone calls coming up with some special guests on the CEO Network. So tap into that. Let's go.
All right. And check me out, guys, on Fed Reacts, the episode I did yesterday. Oh, man, I'm already like losing my. I went on a rant. I know that. I went on a rant with. Oh, yeah, we did the Long Island serial killer. Sorry, guys. We did the Long Island serial killer. As you guys know, he was basically on the run for 13 years. Nobody knew who the hell he was. He killed 10+ women. They were able to connect the guy that they caught a couple days ago to a dude named Rex Heuerman, who was basically an architect that was working in Midtown Manhattan as an architect firm, but he lives in Long Island. And they connected him to 3 of the murders. So they think he's probably, linked to the others as well. And we talked about the case, how they identified him. It was pretty interesting because he was killing since they had bodies found since like the 1996. So basically, modern serial killer was found thanks to how they find him, DNA and a bunch of other shit. So
is that common for someone to get away for that long?
For serial killing, well, yes and no, because back in most the serial killer heyday was back in like the 60s all the way up until like the 90s. But then once like DNA came out, they ended up catching a few other guys.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like BTK and the Golden State Killer come to mind. One of them they found through like Ancestry.com. Yeah,
I've never heard about that one.
Yeah, bro.
That's wild.
He wanted to, fap at the crime scene and leave some DNA, and then 30, 40 years later, they take that DNA, compared it, put it into the ancestry, and they were able to find relatives that had uploaded their DNA, and they were able to trace it back to that guy.
Wow.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, crazy. Look up, guys, I have episodes on this. The BTK Killer, Bind, Torture, Kill, and the Golden State Killer. Those 2 guys got caught through DNA 30 to 40 years after the fact.
Hey, guys, be careful with your jizz, man.
Yeah, facts. So you're going to commit a crime, you fucking idiot. Stupid. And then we also have it on Spotify, guys, if you guys want to listen to the audio version of Fed Reacts. And then go get my book, Why Women Deserve Less, man. Let's go ahead and get that thing up because some lame feminist TikToker dude who's a pussy made a book saying why women deserve more, some crap like that, and or why do women deserve less, some crap like that. And I ended up I don't know. He's selling it for like $1. He's trying to beat me in the algorithm, but it is what it is. He just gave me free promo. So
that's
he's
crazy.
It's crazy. Male feminists are literally the worst people, bro. Like, it's wild to me how they'll sit there and they'll virtue signal, and it's like, bro, we know you're trying to smash. You can't smash. The girls that you're protecting, you're not going to get laid by putting the cape on, bro. It's not happening. But it is what it is.
That's how they cope, man.
It is
best way possible.
That is how they cope.
But without further ado,
you want to chats or?
Well, today's episode is going to be financial freedom. Well, you know what? Let's do the chats first.
Yeah, I'll hit the chats and then we'll. Okay, best asset to invest in with 10K. Salute to the OG. Don't worry, that's going to come up.
We'll cover you.
Outstanding content, gentlemen. Please consider having the Sound of Freedom cast on if possible. Thank you.
Alaskan Christian. All right. I don't know what that is.
Sound of Freedom. Okay. Y'all know what time it is. It's Money Mondays, the best show of the FNF lineup. Stop being broke, boys, and get your money up. This is funny from IRS because he's going to take your money, guys. So
literally,
we're going to teach you how to pay him less. Shout out to Myron for the recommendation at the Palms in Dubai and about have a good time. Wink, wink. No, I told him yesterday, I was telling him how it's filled with working ladies, and then everyone was like, I'm going there.
That's an L, bro. What the heck? Okay.
Sheed goes, you do realize the U.S. government assassinated MLK because he was pushing for reparations for FBA. Black Americans do deserve reparations. It was originally supposed to be given to each slave after the Civil War. Bro. Here we go.
Listen, man.
Look, man.
Sheed, if you know everything, bro.
Man.
That's
Like,
good,
hey,
bro.
man, keep fighting for the reparations, bro.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I explained yesterday in detail who's going to actually end up paying for the reparations. I went into detail about that shit, and you guys are going to fall for the psyop. But yeah, man, go ahead, get your reparations. They'll probably give you $1,000 and call it a day. But yeah, that's going to pull you out of debt, man. Go for it. You know, what app or website do you recommend for buying and owning stocks? Much love, the crew.
There's Webull.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, man. You could buy them anywhere. Robinhood, like any brokerage
I think
app.
for the average person, just look at the app itself, use it yourself. Okay, is it good to interface with? If it is, use it. If not, then
there's a million brokerages that you could buy stocks with.
Yeah,
Vanguard.
We just heard against Robinhood. We just heard don't use that one.
Well, for crypto.
Yeah, for crypto.
If you're gonna buy crypto, don't buy it off there.
Yeah.
Jared Mercado goes, shout out to you guys. I got my credit score up from 660 to 739 in 3 months and got a Capital One venture card to start traveling more.
Good job, bro.
We're going to do an episode on travel credit cards, and the Capital One venture will definitely be on that list. Do average income earning men deserve a relationship? Well, look, man, you don't deserve anything. But what I will say is that your likelihood of getting the relationship that you want on your terms is going to go down if you're an average income individual. What's the average income in the United States? Somewhere between 37 to 50K per year. Yeah, bro. I mean, just do the math. Most women are not going to respect that and or think that they should submit to you when you make that kind of money, unfortunately, because a lot of women make that amount of money.
And I would say you don't get what you deserve. You get what you work for.
Yeah.
And when I say work for, I mean, for example, becoming that man that deserves or works towards becoming a better man of high value. So, pretty much.
So that's just kind of what it is, bro. And we tell y'all to make this money because you guys see, like, when the girls come on the panel, how they behave, man. They behave like that with us. We have more status, more money, more club. These girls and there's cameras on. They're crazy, disrespectful like that, guys, with us here and 30,000, 40,000 people watching. Can you only imagine what would happen behind closed doors?
That's doomsday.
Bro,
literally.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys, man. Like, it's really tough out here, man. It is very, very difficult for the average man to get the best out of a woman in modern day age because most women truly do believe that they're better than you guys. I'm trying to, I really want you guys to get this through your head. I know I sound like a broken record, but once you guys understand that the average girl thinks that she's better than you and deserves better than you, it's going to make you realize, damn, I need to be superior to these chicks to even get anything out of them that's worthwhile. A lot of the times, you know, I just want y'all to be in a leverage position where you're the prize and she's not. Anytime she feels like she's the prize and you're lucky to have her, man, it's a fucking wrap, bro.
It is a recipe for disaster.
It is, bro.
Literally.
I'm telling y'all, man.
So, Nas the gamer.
I have quite the following on social media. I basically remix food in different varieties in one video. Do you, Fresh and Myron, think I can monetize my skill in food as in teaching programs and or give recipes for health wellness?
I mean, you can, but that shouldn't be your main income source at the very beginning. Obviously, work your job.
Did Casey ever monetize it?
He did in a way, but not fully. I mean,
Casey's our Colombian guy. Yeah. He's really into cooking and shit like that. Yeah. So I was wondering.
But a recipe book. We had what's the fitness guy that came on that had a recipe book?
Oh,
from Canada.
Yeah. God damn it. I can't even. Wow. Greg Doucette. Greg Doucette. Yeah.
So he did one.
He had a following already.
Following.
Yeah.
Right. So I would say start making money, paying your bills, and then build a following, and then from there segue into, hey, you know what? Here's my free product or paid product you can hop into. Yeah. I mean, cooking. There's always like that's. And here's the thing, that's a very good and clean niche because everyone will rock with you if you're cooking because everyone likes food and you'll be able to build a very big audience. But you got to be able to diversify yourself to some degree when you're going to get into that niche because it's. I think the healthy angle versus eating out at a restaurant will maybe get you some more of a niche audience because everyone eats out nowadays. Versus healthier options you could cook at home. Why not? So
everything is competitive nowadays, bro. But yeah, you could definitely do it, man.
Yeah.
I'm here, Myron's angry vein to hear holy, and that's from Meat Sauce Homie. All right. And to hear. Not gonna lie, Chris Aaron, whatever his name was hilarious last show. Respect Myron and Fresh.
Bro,
if you could understand what he says, I guess he's hilarious. Myron, I'm 27 years old. I make $170K annually working as a finance manager for a car dealer in Los Angeles. Any ideas or advice on how to save / invest my money? Side note, Fed reacts as goated. PS, keep exposing them boys. Yeah, man. I mean, we got to do it with a little bit of we got to move we got to tread lightly in that category. But yeah, man, we got y'all. Weedy Baby goes, I'm 27, have a 765 credit score, and we're gonna, don't worry, bro, we're gonna talk about investing in this broadcast. I'm 27, have a 765 credit score and 10K with no debt, and what would you get invested into to start the path to being your own boss? We'll talk about that as well.
And then really from here on out, 20 bucks and up.
Okay, so yeah, because we got 3,700 y'all watching right now, guys, on YouTube. I don't know how many over on Rumble, but do me a favor and like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. From this point forward, we're going to read 20 and up just so that we can get on with the broadcast. All right, so we got almost 10K watching total between here and Rumble. We got another about 5K y'all on Rumble. Board of Troll, give value at the Palms. Fresh.
No, bro. Dude, the Palms Jumeirah in Dubai is a cesspool of you know what. Bro, if you want that stuff, that's on you, but we don't dabble in that stuff, bro.
Yeah, man. Saying, I mean, bro. It's annoying. If you're actually like trying to pull chicks, it's actually really annoying. When every girl you go up to is like a working chick, bro. That's annoying as hell.
It's disgusting, bro. Like honestly, bro, it's like, God.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Like if you're there to trick, go for it. It's gonna be awesome, right?
But I just can't imagine you're about to meet a chick, bro. The guy did before you paid a couple dollars for this chick, and you're about to do the same thing. It's like, bro, like I don't know, bro. It just turns me off.
Yeah. That's an L, man.
He can pay for it and get it too, bro. That's an L.
That's an L. Dean's World. Hey guys, I make 60K per year. What percentage should I be saving, investing? I have about 1,000 disposable income. Appreciate you guys. You're the best. I would say you should be investing and saving to make more money.
Yeah, that's too low, bro.
Yeah, it's too low. You need because
your return on investment isn't going to be that high anyway.
Yeah.
So,
what else? Yo, Fresh, are you going to reopen the CEO network?
It's open right now, guys, and it's at a price point where we're like, I want to keep it very small. So it's what it is if you can get into it. If you can't, understandable, but it is where it is right now. I have like 50 spots left, so hop in there if you can.
Okay. Cool. Hi, great to see you. See you again, guys. You said 15 spots, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 50.
50. Okay. Yeah. Big up FNF. Love you guys. 22 years old. New Haven, Connecticut, making 50K with 70K in savings. Looking to buy first multifamily for cash flow in Connecticut. Where should I look?
Oh, there you go.
Good question. That's something that
we'll cover that.
Yeah, we'll cover that. Look at Southern Connecticut. Okay. I got a couple of my properties in West Haven and New Haven area. So look there, guys. And the closer you are to New York City, the better, guys. Okay. Especially for you. You're down there in Southern Connecticut. I would stay away from Central Connecticut unless you're getting like really good returns, but you're not going to get as good of appreciation if you invest in Central Connecticut, like New Britain, Hartford, etc. Like you'll be able to get it for a better price. You'll be able to get good cash on cash returns. However, your appreciation is going to be as strong because the further away you are from New York, the less likely your property is going to appreciate because Central Connecticut sucks. Party and after party was fire. That's from Manjat Singh Tour. Absolutely was.
Shout out to him. He got a table.
So think about this. For example, you walk up and off rip say, "Hey, cool." Okay. Hey, okay, cool. Now you're adding value. Networking. Also 200K on the way. Let's go. Peace.
If only it was that easy. If only.
Yo, you just used 90% of Fresh vocabulary. Money. And that's from Paul Dice. And then we got KVBVL. You guys should tell Tate to make a sparkling water biz.
Actually, that would be really good because I started drinking sparkling water because of Andrew. Honestly.
Fair enough. I hate sparkling water, but everyone has their own taste. You saw the news about black chick who went to UAE and scream in public and they lock her up.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Dubai don't play, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of funny, bro.
Chris, you missed some.
Yeah. We'll read these later on at 20 and up. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lach Lanmidi, $14. Appreciate that. Or $15. Again, $2. Appreciate that. I think the A stands for, is it Australia? No. 80 million views. Tate interview Tucker Top G.
I think on Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah. What's up, guys? All the love for you. Question: new pretty house or a good shape old house to start doing house hacking and real estate?
It's the numbers, bro. Honestly,
it depends on what your tolerance is and your handyman level. If you have more money, I would say try to go ahead and get what I call a turnkey, which is a turnkey properties you buy it and it's pretty much ready to go. If you don't have as much capital, then you're gonna have to buy a fixer-upper. Personally, me, man, I'm at a point where I don't want to deal with those headaches because a fixer-upper, you're gonna buy it, then you got to put work into it, then you have to have it ready for people to move in. That's gonna take a couple of months. You got to find contractors. So it really depends on your tolerance level and how much capital you have. I always say I think it's personally better to just buy a turnkey and buy the property pretty much ready to go, put tenants in and start cash flowing immediately, versus you buy it at a lower price, you got to deal with vacancy for a bit, you're still probably paying a mortgage to some degree, and it's not making you money, but you're able to get it at a better price. So it really comes down to where you are, guys. A lot of F&F supporters are not from the States. I hope some of these avenues are not American-centered. No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Myron, I got a 730 credit score, a 1099 job, and about 20K saved up. What can I do to turn that 20K into 40K? We'll talk about that.
And last
two here. How's the BTM going? I'm considering it, but not 100% sure. When will you say how's it going? I'm going to probably do a update for y'all on that, guys, in about 2 months. I'll talk to you guys about that. So I want to have a few months of it, like making money, so that I can show you. And I'm gonna pull up I'm gonna actually like show y'all everything, how we did it, how much money was spent, everything. I'm gonna be 100% transparent. And then also, I'm gonna be also working with
David Amari
on the YouTube automation. I'm going to start a channel with him, and I'm also going to make that open to y'all and show you guys the revenue. Obviously, I'm not going to show y'all the channel because you never want to show the channel for obvious reasons, but I will show you guys the analytics page so that we can show you guys how much we're making, etc. Read why The Last Man and What If Not No More Men. And there's actually, go watch that episode on YouTube automation, guys. There's actually very important reasons why you shouldn't disclose your YouTube channel, because people will go in and watch it and just copy your shit and fuck your watch time up and all this other shit. But we'll talk about that when Dave Amari comes back and I show you on my channel. When I have it up, I'll let y'all know. Sound of Freedom is a film about child trafficking, real story of a federal agent saving children. Yes. I'm going to watch that in theaters with Angie. I know that I remember now. All right. Anything else? Yeah, they're asking for it yesterday on Fed Reacts.
Just funny who you said you're going with. Okay, cool.
This guy.
Today's topic is financial freedom in 2023. All right, guys.
What the first one?
So we got 5 points to cover today regarding
one.
Wrong one. Yeah, you're right.
Round one.
Financial freedom.
Fight.
So most of you nowadays want to make money, be successful, and have a leg in this race, because there's a race going on right now between the rich and the poor. But ultimately, in this race, you can make good choices or bad choices. So we made 5 topics today to cover to kind of tell you guys what to do in this sense. All right, so number 5, counting down from 5, is avoid major financial mistakes. So guys, for the most part, if you're out here in the world, you're gonna make mistakes. Of course, in dating, buying stuff, advertisers entice you with obviously ads online, and you buy things you don't really need for the most part. However, if you can avoid major mistakes, for example, getting into major debt or having a kid too early, or even avoid DUIs and other things like that, you can kind of set yourself on a good path. And for the most part, people nowadays, they just do whatever they feel like. It's a good feeling. Oh, your friends are going here, there, let's party. And you don't think about the future. But we're saying today, you know what? Think about this, the actual financial future for yourself, which means, okay, cool. Start from A to Z. Where do you want to end up in 10, 15, 5 years even? How do you get to that path? So I would say number one thing to avoid is having kids too early. Now, obviously, some of you may already have kids, which is fine. But bro, having a kid too early on, one, costs a lot of money. The average amount for a kid up to I think 18 years old is $250K minimum. And that does not include school. So imagine your whole setup is take care of this kid with time and money, and that goes towards all your effort into that, versus putting it into yourself, becoming a better man, investing in assets, or even putting education into yourself with courses or learning from a mentor. That whole process itself, having a kid, bro, could deter you from a long path of success. And I'm not saying is it possible, but why damper yourself with a kid, bro? Look, I have a dog, bro, and I tell you this right now, bro, heals stress. So I can't imagine having a kid. Number 2 is buying things you don't need. So a lot of us, especially men, want to buy things to impress women. And I get it. You want to buy a nice car, nice crib, and it's fun, it's exciting, but if you're not going to be financially stable to actually maintain these things, you're going to end up hurting yourself, because it's called opportunity cost. When you spend money on assets, for example, that are not going to pay you or actually give you any benefit or ROI, you buy a house or you buy a car, you're actually losing money, because the money you spend on that actual expense every month or every day could go towards your future, or for example, investing in an asset. So that's number 2, I would say, buying dumb stuff. And number 3 for me is going to be a big mistake is actually not putting time into yourself. So I've seen personally people put girls before themselves. They'll get a girlfriend or they go chase girls. And I've spoken to so many millionaires over this period of time of 5 years, and they all tell me one thing. They say, hey, listen, man, if I could go back in time, I'll change one thing, and that is dating and chasing girls nonstop. Because I'm telling you this right now, every person that I know that is successful took a period of time where they say, you know what, I'm going to slow down on girls or stop completely, focus on myself and my future. And then when I get to this point that I'm comfortable with, I'm going to go back to the data market and focus mainly on that. And I said that to say, for the most part, if you're going to actually come into this and have financial freedom, you need a plan of action. And having a relationship with a girl can't take that away from you, because what happens is you focus on her, you make her a priority. And I know some guys are focusing on business. They got a girlfriend and they slow down making sales. They stop going to events. They stop like going out. Oh, why are you not home? Where are you at? You should be home by now. So all these things come into place to slow you down. And guys, these are mistakes that you can make to either destroy your future or slow you down. And I'm just saying this because if I knew these things back then, I'd be way further ahead, of course. But I'm telling you guys, prepare for it, because it is a plan of action. And if you're not ready for it, you're going to make mistakes.
So I actually wrote down some things here, and just so you guys know, for some of you guys that are joining, because I see the views are going up, we're covering 5 ways to make yourself financially free and things to, either do and or avoid. And the first one that we're talking about right now is avoid making major financial mistakes. And I wrote down here some of the things as a subset to that, major financial mistakes. I wrote down some things that are common fuck ups for a lot of you guys. Number 1, taking hard money loans. What's a hard money loan? A hard money loan is basically a loan, guys, that's predatory in nature. You're basically hard up for money. You need money quickly without a credit check. You take one of these hard money loans, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be from one of them boys. They're going to give you a 20 to 30% interest rate, and they're going to you're going to get a loan that you're probably never going to be able to pay off, because you never had the financial security in the first place to take the loan, which is why you took the loan. Next thing you know, you take the loan and you're a slave for life, right?
AKA I'm Scott.
Yeah, there you go. And Fresh had taken a hard money loan out before, and he could tell you about the dangers of that.
Yes, I have.
Co-signing a property or car for someone else. Okay, that's a big mistake that a lot of you guys do. You'll go ahead and sign for an apartment or a vehicle, and you can't get out the lease because now you're the one that co-signed it. So you're typically looked at as responsible. So let's say you co-sign on a car for somebody, right? And it's their duty to pay for the vehicle. But let's say they miss a few months. Well, guess whose credit score is going to take a tanking? Ooh. Your credit score is going to take a tanking. Theirs will too, but they clearly don't give a shit. But your credit score is going to go down. So never, ever, ever co-sign for a vehicle or a home or an apartment for somebody that you don't know, unless you're prepared to pay for all of it. Okay? Unless you're going to pay for all of it, don't sign for it. All right?
Even family, by the way.
Even family, guys. So that's the only time I would say you could co-sign, is if you're prepared to pay for all of it, then okay, fine. It's on you, and it is what it is. But most of y'all, you get into an agreement, we're going to split it 50-50. No, and that goes even for a phone line, guys. Even for a phone line, that will mess your credit up. If they don't say, let's say you can't pay the bill unless they give you their portion of the phone bill. No, that's going to be an L. Do not do it, okay? Next, getting DUIs or getting in trouble with the law, that will mess you up. Guys, you had mentioned a DUI before. I thought that was really good and something that's kind of understated. Mm-hmm. Guys, a DUI is going to cost you in the United States most of the time approximately $10,000 to deal with. You understand? And not only that, you're going to lose your driver's license. You're not going to be able to drive. Yep. You're not going to be able to go ahead and put yourself in a position to earn money from a job. So it has a compounding problem that's going to continue. That's going to continue the downward trajectory for you, okay? It's a compound L, because you lost you get the DUI, you lose your car, you lose your money, you lose your ability to travel, you lose your ability to travel to a place of work to earn money. So it's going to mess you up to a whole other degree. And then on top of that, your family members are going to be responsible for getting you everywhere, and or Uber, or you spending money on taxis, whatever it is. So it's going to be a huge L if you get a DUI and or find yourself in some kind of legal trouble where you're facing a criminal charge. That can completely mess you up. And we didn't even talk about attorney fees. That's a whole other situation. Sometimes just retaining a lawyer, guys, is going to cost you thousands of dollars before they even litigate anything.
That's your point. I know guys, able-bodied, 20 plus years old, successful, that cannot drive because of past experiences with DUIs. Guys, it's an L, bro. Don't do it.
Next, kids. Guys, I mean, if you have a kid now, I know it's probably the gift that keeps on giving. And a lot of you guys wouldn't take it back. But for all you guys out there that haven't had a kid yet, bro, kids are absolutely going to destroy your ability to create wealth if you have children before you're financially set. You need to become financially set before you have children. Now, there's the other thing, too. I know what you're probably thinking. But Myron, I'm getting older. I ain't getting any younger. I want to have children. My girl's pressuring me, or my family's pressuring me, whatever. I need you guys to take that outside of your fucking mind. And what I mean by this is this. As a man, you are not on the same dating timeline as a female. So in other words, you don't have to adhere to your biological time clock like a female does. You're a man. You can push back that window and have children when you're goddamn ready. I don't care if it's 30, 40, hell, even 50. Al Pacino's about to bust a kid out right now, and that dude's like in his 70s. He was out here making movies in the 80s, right? Scarface and Goodfellas, all this other stuff. So you can absolutely have kids later on in your life, guys. Do not succumb to pressure from your family, from your wife, from your girlfriend, from any of your friends, your peer group, whatever it may be, colleagues. Do not succumb to pressure to have children before you're financially set. Because I'm telling y'all right now, children is going to be the #1 killer of wealth if you don't have your shit together. And trust me this, you do not want to have kids when you're broke, because you're not going to be able to give them everything that they want, everything that they need. You're not going to be able to support the girl that's with you in the relationship. The likelihood of you getting in a divorce or getting the relationship tarnished is going to go up because you're not financially secure. I'm telling you, man, there's a reason why divorces go down once you make a certain amount of money. I think that magic number where divorces start to go down is about $300,000 a year. Okay, where the divorces start to drop off precipitously. So at least, guys, right, if we're going to go off of stats, etc., get to a point where you're making about $300K a year, if not more, before you have children, if you want to significantly decrease the chances of divorce and a terrible life. So make more money and do not let outside influencers fuck you up. Okay.
And they made fun of Rolo for this comment about vasectomy, but at the same time, that whole process of becoming successful, my godfather, like if you can avoid the kid part, I'm telling you right now, bro, you'll be way further ahead.
Man, fuck those kids.
Yeah, honestly, I should be saying fuck those kids. And yeah, Al Pacino. Yeah, it was Godfather, not Goodfellas. My bad. And then also, guys, don't do dumb shit with your money. For example, some of you might own a home and have a home equity line of credit out, and you're using it to pay for vacations and stupid shit. No. If you're going to go and get a home equity line of credit or anything else like that, because I've seen people do this, you need to use that money to invest. You don't use that money to pay for liabilities, guys, okay? One of the dumbest things you can do, I see people do that all the time. They take a HELOC out to take a vacation or purchase things that they otherwise never would have been able to afford. And yeah, those are just some big ones. So real quick recap. We're talking about 5 ways to make yourself financially free. We're on number 1, which is avoid making major financial mistakes. A couple of these mistakes that you guys commonly make are taking hard money loans or high interest, co-signing a property or car for another individual that might not be as responsible as yourself, getting into trouble with the law, whether it's a DUI or some other criminal charge that's going to cost you thousands upon thousands of dollars to deal with, having kids at a young age before you're financially set and secure, succumbing to societal pressure, doing that stupid shit, getting into credit card debt. Another big one, guys, getting into huge credit card debt and purchasing things that you can't afford to impress people that you don't care about anyway, all right? And then using a home equity line of credit or some other line of credit to go ahead and pay for things like a vacation or extravagant trips or whatever the hell it is that you otherwise couldn't afford. Stop doing this shit, guys. Yep. Stop doing it. All these things will absolutely set you back years when it comes to your ability to create wealth.
Now,
next one.
Number 4.
Number 4 on this countdown. It's just the second one we're talking about.
Yeah, we're going 5 to 1. Investing in assets that create cash flow. So now, if you spent the time to not make these mistakes, you should have some money in your savings to spend. However, when you spend money, it has to make sense. Is it worth the investment? Is there ROI involved with this? Is it going to give me a benefit? Most of you spend money for how you feel, for joy, for example, just to have fun, which I understand, but that should not be all of your spending in this case. So what should you invest in to make cash flow? We cover it on the show all the time. Number 1, I'm going to say is real estate. Yeah. Guys, when I first came to America, I said it before, I met a guy in a Lamborghini. He pulled up with this chick, blonde chick, I'll never forget. I think it was a Huracan actually. And I was like, damn, I never saw a Lamborghini in my life before, but this is dope. Who is this guy? And then I speak to him, obviously this is in person. I say, hey, bro, what do you do for a living? He says, I do real estate. I invest in real estate. I take my money from my job, put it into that real estate, and I get cash flow. I'm like, cash flow? So I went online on YouTube, looked it up. I saw a bunch of videos, Grim Stefan, Bigger Pockets, and I saw, okay, this is an avenue for me to make money on the go while I'm working my job, right? So real estate is number 1. And I would just say this off rip, but guys, I saved up for a year and a half to buy my first property, and I worked overtime like a maniac. 7 days a week, I worked overtime. Actually, no, sorry, 6 days a week, because you can't work 7 days in a row. That's against the law. 6 days a week, I worked, had my job, overtime every single day. I wake up at 6 a.m., leave work at like 12 midnight. Did that for a year, saved the money, bought my first property. Now, with that money, I'm getting the property. I was living for free in a multifamily. I was cash flowing a little bit of money and paying a mortgage. So ultimately, that one investment I made for the property, helped me make money at the same time.
Can you explain to them what cash flow is real quick?
Yeah. So cash flow is basically a term, for example, making money, right, continually from an asset, which means you put money into this asset and it's going to pay you continually for a period of time or forever from that one asset.
It's the money left over after you pay all your bills.
Yeah.
Like, so basically, let's say his mortgage was $1,000, right? All expenses, taxes, insurance, all that crap. It was $1,000, but he was making $1,200. So he pays everything off and he has $200 left over. That $200 is the cash flow that he gets from that property because all the bills are paid and then he's able to net profit some of it. That's the cash flow, guys. It's whatever's left over after all bills are handled.
So before I bought anything crazy, I bought the property first. Now, I made a mistake I'm going to cover later on in this these points here, but the main point is I got to real estate down packed. Number 2 is going to be either stocks, dividends, or for example, any type of online investing. So I don't know if you want to use Webull or use Robinhood, whatever it may be. Find one you can use that's a good interface that you're cool with and learn how to use it correctly. And obviously speaking, find a mentor in that space that knows what to invest in or not to invest in, because the biggest thing I see guys do is they'll say, you know what? I want to invest $1,000, $5,000. Okay, cool. Where do I go? I saw this tip online. I'll just do that and leave it there. But you need to do research because once again, there's so many things online you can invest in. We need to know what you're getting invested in all the way, because if you don't know what you're investing into long-term or short-term, you can lose money instantly or in the long run. So my thing is like find a mentor in that space that knows what he's doing, learn from him, and then make a conscious choice to do it for yourself when you're ready. And then number 3, I would say for investing is invest in yourself, man. I feel like most people, they worry about investing in other assets before they invest in themselves. And I think personally speaking,
we'll talk about that in more detail.
I know, I'm just giving a small synopsis here. Focus on yourself at the very beginning, guys, because your skills you learn yourself, for example, if you're good at e-commerce, you're good at marketing, you're good at sales, is going to help you make massive amounts of money. But that money you can invest into assets, like I said earlier. So that's my points there for number 4.
Okay, yeah. So number 4, guys, like I said before, we're talking about invest in assets that create cash flow. When it comes to creating cash flow, guys, the number 1 asset class here is real estate. It doesn't even come close. Every other asset class is far back. The guy that's in second place is way behind real estate. And there's 4 main reasons why real estate is the king when it comes to asset classes and investing, especially when it comes to creating cash flow. Again, what is cash flow? Cash flow is the money left over after you pay all the bills. Okay. So if you have a home, right, and it makes you, let's say, let's say the bills are $1,200, right? And you make $100 left over after the fact, that's $100 cash flow. Or let's say it doesn't make any money and you break even, cool, you don't get any cash flow, but you live for free. Or in another case, which is a bad real estate deal, it's negative cash flow, where you're paying $100 to manage it, which in some cases it could work out depending on the situation. But the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is when it comes to creating cash flow, etc., real estate is the best asset class. And there's 4 main reasons why it's the best asset class. Number 1, you can use debt to acquire it. Okay. What do I mean by using debt to acquire it? Well, you can go ahead and buy a home while only putting down a fraction of the home's cost. What do I mean by this? If I want to buy a home, right, and I want to live in it for a year, I could put up to 3.5% to 5% down of my own money to purchase the home. So in other words, let's say the house is $100,000, easy math here, right? All the homes are way more expensive than that. But for easy math, you're putting down $3.500 to $5,000 plus closing costs. So all in, guys, you're paying less than $10,000 to acquire an asset that's worth $100,000. Why is this important? Well, the reason why it's important, guys, is because you put a small fraction down and then the bank gives you the rest of the money to purchase the home. Let me tell you how important this is, okay? You can go to Bank of America and tell them, hey, Bank of America, I want $100,000 to invest in your stock. You know what Bank of America is going to tell you?
Nope.
They won't even give you a loan to buy stock in their own bank. However, if you go there and say, hey, Bank of America, I want to buy a real estate property. I'm coming up with 5%. Can you guys give me the other 95%? They're going to say, sure. If that doesn't show you guys the power of real estate, then I don't know what is. Banks won't even give you money to buy stock in their own goddamn bank, but they will give you money to buy real estate. That is the biggest telltale sign that real estate is the king of asset classes, because banks will lend you money on it. And let me tell you something about banks. They don't lose. We know who owns the banks, okay? They don't lose, all right? They know who they're lending money to. They know how money really works. And they understand that real estate is the best asset class. It's always going to hold its value. It's going to make value. And you can always hold on to it, sell it, whatever it may be. If push comes to shove, you don't pay your bills. They can kick you the fuck out of there, foreclose in a house, sell that thing on the market and make a profit. That's why they will lend you money on real estate. Okay. So that's number one. You're able to use debt, AKA other people's money, right? OPM, to purchase that asset. And now you control the asset. The goal is to control the asset, put as little money down. Now you own it. Now that you own the property, two magical things happen, guys. Number one, appreciation. What is appreciation? Appreciation is the house going up in value over time. If you guys have been living under a rock the past, 2 to 3 years, we went through a pandemic. What happened during the pandemic? House prices skyrocketed, interest rates were down, and everyone was able to go ahead, if they were smart, and purchase a home. If you bought a house in 2020, I guarantee you, especially if you're in a market like Florida or even New York or any of these expensive places, Texas, especially Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, etc., you'll probably experience a significant increase in appreciation where your house went up somewhere between $20,000 to $100,000. I'll give you guys a little dirty secret now. All the homes, remember, as you guys know, in 2021, I bought 7 homes. All the houses that I bought in Florida, guys, back in 2021 are up now over $100,000 fucking dollars. Okay? So what that means is I purchased it for a certain price, and now the house is worth over $100,000 more. So I have a good amount of what? Equity. What is equity? Equity is your buy into the home. Okay? The money I put down versus how much it appreciated is my equity. All right? So you experience equity, or excuse me, you experience appreciation. So we talked about you're able to use debt to acquire the asset. Then once you have the asset in your control, it appreciates over time. Now, what else is special about this? You make money. Fresh was talking about cash flow significantly. So if you live in the home or if you put tenants in it, the house should make you some kind of cash flow. Okay. You should. And that means after all bills are paid, you're making money after the fact. Very important, guys. And then the last thing here is tax benefits, which no one talks about. Okay, guys? The tax benefits are enormous. And there's 2 main tax benefits from real estate. There's one called depreciation, which you're able to depreciate the house over a 27.5-year period. And you're able to, and then cost segregation. We talk about this in more detail on other episodes of real estate, but I got a secret for y'all. Steve is going to come in on next Monday, and we're going to talk about taxes, saving money, and we're going to talk about this in way more detail for you guys and give y'all a refresher on S-Corps, LLCs, etc. next Monday. So I'll wait until then to give you guys the details, but the point I'm trying to make here is you get enormous tax benefits with real estate, okay? So the 4 main things about real estate, why it's the best asset class. Number one, you're able to use debt to acquire it. Once you use that debt to acquire it, you're able to enjoy appreciation of that property going up. Real estate, guys, almost always goes up in value over time. Okay, 5 to 10 years, it's going to go up regardless of what happens. Even if the market crashes, it's going to correct and it's going to come back up. Next, it makes you money while you hold on to it. Okay, if you're not an idiot, you did your numbers correctly and use cash on cash returns, like I tell you guys all the time, the house is going to make you money. Then, lastly, you're going to get tax benefits in the form of 2 things: either A, depreciation, or B, cost segregation. To show you guys how powerful real estate is, I use this example all the time. I'll tell you guys one more time for you guys that are new here. When I was an agent in the government making about $120,000 per year, I paid about $40K in taxes. Okay, guys? They took almost what? 1/3, 1/4 of my goddamn money, right? Because I was single, didn't have any kids, didn't have any assets. So they're going to kill me. I am the prime target, right, for taxes for Uncle Sam whenever you make a certain amount of money and you don't have assets to your name, you don't have children, right? Now that I'm making like 10x that, right, doing this, entrepreneur, and also being a real estate investor, especially the real estate investor, I paid about $36K in taxes last year for 2022, guys. So I paid less taxes as a multimillionaire than I did as a working class citizen making $100K per year. That's fucking crazy. And how was I able to do that? I was able to do that through the power of real estate. And to tell you the truth, if I wanted to, I could have paid even less taxes, but I didn't use all the deductions that were available to me because you obviously want to be in a nice little sweet spot where you're able to show income so you're going to get approved for loans, which is a little bit more advanced. But you guys get the idea. The point I'm trying to make here is I made a bunch of money, yet I paid less taxes. Why? Because I own real estate. Why does Trump not show his tax returns? Because he has real estate. Why does Robert Kiyosaki not pay taxes? Why do guys that are real estate moguls not pay taxes? Chris Crone, all these guys, because they have real estate, guys. It makes you money, it appreciates over time, and it cuts down your tax liability, which when you put that all together are enormous returns. And no single asset class comes even fucking close to this, man. That's why I scream at y'all all the time. If you're going to invest in one asset class, please get into real estate. You will thank yourself every single time. Fresh bought a house that he could barely afford back in 2019, 2020.
Mhm.
That house has went up, what, $200,000-$300,000?
Yeah, it's funny. I was only making $15 an hour back then. So $15 an hour back then.
Now, he went house poor buying it, etc. But do you regret buying that house?
Definitely not.
It's went up significantly, and it's making him money.
And I will say as well, just out to your point. So when you buy a house, guys, if you're smart about it, and I wasn't smart at the very beginning, I just wanted to get a house, you're going to have some money in reserves because things are going to go wrong with the property. It's a house, guys. Either roof repair, maybe something, the bath, or, the tiling, whatever it may be.
Painting.
Things will go wrong with the
fuck your
property.
shit up.
So to kind of, combat that, you want to have money in reserve so if things go wrong, you can fix it. My dumbass didn't think about it because I wanted to have the property, but I didn't think about reserves because obviously things go wrong. So I'm telling you guys, you can make that, correction. Obviously have money for the down payment, for the closing, for the property, but have money for reserves just in case things go wrong.
Yeah. So, and I didn't mean to go on a rant there about real estate, guys, but that's the number one way to create
He's
wealth.
passionate about it, man.
95% plus of millionaires make their money off real estate, right?
Yeah.
Then, remember how I said real estate's number one, and then, we kill all the other streams. Come on over
guys,
to YouTube, guys.
YouTube tonight,
Come
guys.
over to YouTube. And also Rumble. We got about 5,000 plus y'all over there on Rumble, and we got over 5,000 y'all over here on YouTube. So I talked about real estate being number one. The next asset classes, guys, that you can invest in as well that I think that you should be invested in are obviously the stock market, whether it's individual stocks, the whole of the game. I'm talking more along like index funds, okay? Cryptocurrency, precious metals. And then if you want, a high interest savings account, which, as you guys know, I talked to y'all about my Merrill Lynch stuff that I got going on with a preferred deposit. You obviously it's a threshold, you need 100K or whatever to invest, but you're getting a 4.76% interest rate right now, and the Fed is going to continue to raise interest rates. So I want y'all to be, guys, in a position where no matter what happens with the market, you're able to profit. For example, as y'all know, the interest rates are going up right now, so finding deals in the real estate market are a little bit higher because a 30-year fixed interest rate right now as an investor is somewhere between 7 to 8%. It's hard to get cash flow with interest rates that high. However, since I know the interest rates are going up, on this side of the coin, I'm investing and putting my money into a high interest savings account that's going to benefit from the Fed increasing rates. So I don't want y'all to ever be a victim of the market. I want you guys to monopolize the market. So no matter what happens, you have what I call a diversified portfolio where nothing can fuck you up. If they raise interest rates, cool. I have to slow down on the real estate investing. However, I'm making money over here with my high interest savings account. Or if crypto starts bumping up, bam, I got cryptocurrency over here. But if cryptocurrency goes down, it's okay. I got precious metals and I got real estate. I want you guys to have every single asset class in your repertoire. So no matter what happens in the market, you're going to be safe. Don't be like these guys that have 50% of your goddamn wealth in cryptocurrency. And next thing you know, Ethereum is down to $1,000 and you're thinking about jumping off a fucking balcony like people have done here in Miami. Don't do that shit. Be in all different asset classes. Own a home here, own some cryptocurrency here, have some Ethereum, have some Bitcoin, have some precious metals, have some of your money put into a high interest savings account. They'll make money for you. So if the Fed increases the rates, you'll be fine. I want you guys to be diversified so that no matter what happens, you're okay. And then on top of that, make sure you have 6 months to a year of cash money that you have access to, whether it's in a safe or it's in a bank account like a Bank of America or Chase or whatever it may be. You need liquid money as well, guys, that you could deploy anytime. God forbid an emergency happens, someone needs money, you need to take care of somebody that you love. You have that money that's there. That's where you need to be. Real estate, cryptocurrency, index funds, individual stocks, precious metals, high interest savings account if you can afford it. And then on top of that, have 6 months to 1 year of money stashed away somewhere for emergency situations. If you have all these things in place, I promise you, you're going to be in a position where people can't fuck with you. You will become what I call unfuckwithable. Then you will be able to do whatever you want to do, whether it's putting on a certain mask, whatever it may be.
If you don't get canceled.
Yeah, if you don't get canceled, I'm fucking around.
Yeah,
but the point is, I want y'all to have that same bravado and that same confidence in yourself that you can do what you want to do and people can't control you. The point, guys, is I want you to control your finances so other people can't control you. But when you don't have your finances in control, other people control you. Fuck that shit. We're about being independent and controlling your destiny and not having someone else control your destiny for you. But if you don't control your finances, I promise you, someone else is going to control you.
And I forgot. I forgot one more hidden gem that I learned a couple years ago from my mentor. It's insurance, guys. The IUL whole life policies. If you get the right one, you can put money into it. And here's the benefit: death penalty benefits, which means if you die before you which is certain maturity amount on this policy, it can pay your family for years to come. So I would say look into IUL that works for you. And guys, don't go in a club and spend money on a bottle. Look at insurance policy that you actually can afford. Get that monthly. I'm telling you guys, if you die, or God forbid you die, or for example, you live for a long period of time and it matures, you get money from just putting money in that. It's also a savings account as well. And as well, if you die, you get penalty benefit. So it works out.
They're saying death penalty in the chat.
Huh?
They're saying death penalty in the chat.
Death penalty. Sorry, death benefit. Death benefit. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
All right.
Okay, so that covered number 4. I know that was long-winded, but I wanted to let y'all know the importance of having cash flow assets. Because remember, the other thing I want to tell y'all is that the other assets I mentioned, cryptocurrency, etc., that's not cash flow, guys. That's just appreciation. So you don't get the money unless you actually withdraw it out, right? And then you got to pay capital gains tax on that shit.
Yeah.
So the only asset class that's actually going to give you real cash flow that you can actually use is real estate, guys. Everything else, you're just going to enjoy appreciation.
And I forgot one more thing. If you borrow against your insurance life policy, you can actually get it either tax-free or with a very low interest rate, which is very powerful because let's say you want to buy a property, you can borrow against your actual life insurance policy if you do the right one and use that to get a property.
And
so
we talked about this in more detail with Chris Crone.
Yeah.
So go watch that episode that we did with Chris Crone. We're actually going to be, should we drop it? We're going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah, guys, more than likely in August. We're going to be out there with Chris Crone. We're going to do a pod with him and go to his event. So we'll be out there, man, out there with some of y'all Mormons. Don't kill us. All right.
There you go.
Just kidding. I fuck with the Mormons, man. They have multiple chicks too. Shout
out to y'all.
Yeah.
You want to do some more chats?
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, before we get into 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We got here Rashad Morris goes, guys, from this point forward, like I said, we're reading 20 and up, but every single child will be shown on screen. This is my first live show. You guys have taught me a lot. Keep it up, gentlemen. We got
shout out to you, bro.
We don't just talk to dumb bimbos all day.
Yeah.
We got here, boys, can I get some advice on becoming a better leader? I have a business, The Wealthy Boys, that I own. I'm 22. I'm a young and would appreciate any game y'all willing to give fresh. Wire dog and my girl's DMs.
He's a player, bro. He's a player. To become a better leader, man, I would just have a vision that you want for your team or your company. And this means, for example, even my network. My vision is how everyone become better, add more value, and on some level have success in your own right. So that's my whole mission statement for the network. And everyone's connected. For example, if you need help with insurance, if you need help with a doctor, you need help with a lawyer, you need help with someone that's good at marketing, making videos, everyone's in there. So find out your mission statement for yourself and your company, and then make sure everyone in your company or group knows what that vision is. And as a leader, you have to actually be the guy that's doing what you say. So that goes a long way. That's what I would say.
Yeah, you have to lead by example, guys, because the problem with a lot of people is like they'll go ahead and they'll say, oh, yeah, I'm the boss or whatever. You never want to be a boss. You want to be the leader. You want to be someone that other people respect, admire, and want to be like. Therefore, they will take your advice more seriously. So you have to lead by example, guys. All right. Yeah. You don't want to just be a boss, because then when you're a boss, people are like, oh, I don't really fucking like this guy. This is just a means to an end for a paycheck. But when you're a leader, people actually want to work hard for you because they see you working alongside them. As a leader, you're right next to them doing everything with them and telling them this is how we're going to do it versus just do this, you do that, blah, blah, blah. And then you go back in your office, you don't do shit.
And a leader cares about his people more than himself. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Reanimation. I'm 28 and an electrical engineer. I started listening to you guys in 2023 and I made it, and it made me get a new job making $145K a year. FICO is now 724. Shout out to you. Good job.
Good stuff.
Y'all inspired me to save money for an investment property and move out of godless Los Angeles.
Yeah, bro.
Do it, bro. Yeah. Do it, bro.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of conversations with you guys from out there in California, bro. Like, yeah, just get out of LA, guys. I don't know why people still live there.
Hey, man.
I hate LA, man. Every time we go there, man. I don't know if y'all notice. Anytime we've ever went to LA, we're there for like 2-3 days and we get the hell out of there.
You'll be way happier, man.
You're like, yeah, bro. Like it's
Colt R.
There's way better major cities out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that nice picture. First property got creative, securing the deal. 30K raised to buy the home, cash at 30K, and use the equity to rehab the home. Will cash out refi to pay investor on buying in cash is because no FHA loans worked. NOI 500 a month. Sell. I profit 70K. Should I hold? That's a tough question, man. I don't know what market you're in. I don't know what appreciation is like. I don't know if
we need more details, bro.
Yeah, we need more details. But good job. I mean, you were able to use creative financing and get the property. Obviously, you always want to pay the investor back, which just seems like you took care of that. So at this point, bro, it's really up to you, man. If it's already rehab, then it's ready to go. Put tenants in that bitch, man, and hold on to it. You know, I think it's always better to hold on. It's always better to buy and hold than to like sell.
Yeah.
You know, can you make a little bit more money now because the market's up? Yeah, you can. But, you know, a lot of buyers might not want to buy because the interest rates are high. I'll tell you guys, this is a buyer. There's not that many good deals. So it's harder to find because the interest rates are damn near 8%, especially if an investor is going to buy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did I get his burped?
What was that?
Yeah, sorry.
That was Chris. Yeah. New book idea. Why the IRS deserves less.
Oh, boy.
Man, make sure you do it legally, guys. All the tax stuff that I told y'all about, I'm doing it legally, right? But, you know, don't be taking shortcuts. The next thing you know, end up like Wesley Snipes and you end up going to jail. Next thing you know, them boys show up. FBI, open up! And it's the boys that you don't want to show up. Chris, I'm surprised you bum is here early. I have a song for you and Fresh, Mushmouth talking ass. Foogie went courtin', he did ride cuz crambone. I don't get it.
The old school cartoon from the corner here, right? Go
Stupid.
Chris, call that nigga, bro.
It's exactly how you sounded. I know what he's talking about.
Okay, you have anything you want to say back to him, guys? Chris?
Like the video.
No, Fresh, go ahead.
Like the
Or
video,
Chris
support
or
the show.
Fresh? No?
Like the video. 1.8K
Chris got
likes.
nothing to say back?
Not right now, man.
Get
Cam support him, man.
Nah, wait till tonight.
Yeah, Chris always has something to say when it's the girls, though. John, apologies for starting this victimhood chain reaction. That question was in response to someone on your panel saying blacks were unsuccessful because of IQ. So with common sense, I went to a time where they were not most successful as a collective. I guess they're having a debate in the chat somewhere about that. EJ Stamps, appreciate the help you guys do for all us young men. Myron, what are some diet/meal plans you stick to? I've lost 26 pounds of y'all because of y'all. Trying to keep going. P.S. What's the best side hustle right now? I make $50. I think it means $50K a year.
$50K a year.
Okay, number one, diets and meal plans. Make sure you have a high protein diet and count your calories. Okay, there is no meal plan that works. The best meal plan is a meal plan that you can stick to and adhere to over the longest term. Even if you have something that's optimal, but you don't stick to it, it doesn't matter. You need something that you're going to stick to. That's number one. High protein, count your calories. That's going to save you and keep you out of a lot of headaches. They try to complicate this fucking whole fitness thing, and it's very simple, which is why the fitness industry is dying. Everyone knows about counting macros, counting calories. Once you master that, you're good. No one can tell you shit. Make sure that you're in a calorie deficit. Speaking of which, Mo, you want to give them a quick update on you losing weight real fast? Because we didn't get to do it last time.
What you call it?
I told you, right?
106. Yeah, I know. 106 pounds. 390. 394. Yeah.
394.
Yeah.
And then what's your pant sizes down to?
I had just ordered right now, so it's gonna be 16 pant sizes. For those knows, I started at 64, and now I have 48 on the way. It is on the road right now. So by the time next time, I'm gonna be rocking the 48 pant sizes.
So
wow, I didn't even know that
16.
was a pant size. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
Russell,
you're about
man.
you're about to be 48 pants.
Yes.
You started at 64. You're down to 48.
Yes.
And you've lost a total of 106.
Yes.
Nice. And on average, you're losing how many pounds per week? Like about 2 pounds?
Between 1 to 2. Always 1 to 3. Most of the times it's 2.
Okay. And I know some of you guys, right, are criticizing, saying Mo's losing weight way too slow, etc. Guys, there's a method to the madness. The reason why we're doing that is because we don't want him to, number one, have a bunch of loose skin or have a bunch of sound like or to look like crap or have all this weird stretch marks, etc. So we're doing the weight loss nice and slow. Another reason too is that so he can sustain it. Okay. And keep in mind, guys, weight loss isn't the only main metric. The other thing we're looking at is his pant sizes. He's dropping off pant sizes and he's losing weight around his waist, which is what's most important. All right. And then the last thing
even times when I've been plateauing, the amount of pant sizes was still going down the same rate.
Bam. Okay. And then the last thing here is what's the best side hustle right now? Guys, there's so many. There is no best side hustle. It's the best side hustle that you can stick to and that you have the money to get into, right? We talked about doing Amazon with KT Hustles. Go watch that episode. We talked about YouTube automation with Dave last Monday. Guys, and here's the thing, we're going to keep bringing guests on like this that have certain disciplines and certain niches that you guys will be able to learn from and make money. And that's what it's about, man. Get into whatever you're interested in. You have the capital to get into and that you're going to stick to long term.
Yeah, your best friend is trial and error. You got to try it out, bro.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what's best because me and you are different.
Yeah.
I don't know what you like, what you're about.
Well, how much money you have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That all matters.
Or your interests.
But the point is that I think the most important thing you need to understand is you have your main job and you need a side hustle, guys. You need that side hustle. You need to be making more money.
Something.
All right. Have y'all heard of Benjamin Mendy, ex-soccer player who has been found not guilty of rape and attempted rape? Just another man who had his career ruined due to false allegations. Clown world. Yes, I did hear about that.
Yeah,
I did hear about that.
And all that time spent away from the game, all the accusations, all the hate. Can he get it back? No.
Yep. Yeah, it's bullshit. The girl should go to prison.
Yeah.
Abel Franco, Fresh and Myron, I'm interested in becoming a sales rep. Do you guys know where I can become one or get a mentor? By the way, I'm inexperienced.
You know what's crazy about that question? You can go to your local car dealership and start there. It's simple. And it's still sales, but it's cars. But ultimately,
like ask to get a job at a car dealership?
Because they hire anybody. It's
they do?
Selling cars.
All right.
So as a first start, if you're inexperienced, you can go right there.
All right. Damn.
Yeah.
Duclos Seal goes, what's good, FNF brothers? People have asked to correct this. What are your thoughts? Question is, okay, I'm not gonna read your questions verbatim, guys, because y'all have a lot of typos in them. But the question is, can you pay off a credit card debt with a business credit card? Secondly, what are your thoughts on CD bank investing? Thank you. Okay, can you pay off a credit card debt with another business credit card? Most of the time, no. Most credit cards will not let you pay another credit card off with that credit card. However, you could do a balance transfer. So that's probably your best move. And a lot of times you'll be able to do that balance transfer penalty free. So as a matter of fact, they give you a lot of these credit cards when you open up with them. That's one of their sign up bonuses. You go ahead and do a balance transfer. And the reason why they do that is because let's say you have one credit card that the interest rate is killing you. You can go ahead and move it over to a new credit card line that you just open. And that credit card, a lot of the times, if it's good, will say no interest in the first 18 months. Bam, you're able to move that transfer, do the balance transfer, move that debt over, and not have to deal with interest, so you can pay that money back down more aggressively without having to deal with them boys taking more money from you, if you know what I'm saying.
And then
Citibank, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I never did it myself, so I can't really give you advice on that. But
yeah.
I'll look into it.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, I never did it myself.
Who is recommended for an insurance company or maybe an agent you guys trust? There's so many. That depends what kind of insurance you're trying to get, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I used Transamerica back in the day. But it's just up to you, honestly. I would just say look at the policy benefits and look at the actual company itself, how long they've been in business for, what do they stand for, and then from there,
the monthly payment, what you're covered for. But bro, like that's such a broad term, like home insurance, car insurance, like what insurance are we talking about?
Yeah.
Abraham goes, I'm broke and starting a new business. What do you think of social media marketing agency as a business model, basically running FB/Insta ads to get other business customers? What's your thoughts on that?
There's so many companies out that like there, bro. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you can join the pool, but you want to stand out in a different way if you can. So if you do join that space, be unique. But dude, that's a lot of people doing that, bro. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Shots our guy Andrew Tate, man. I think the real world have something on that.
Yeah.
So go ahead and jump in there in the real world, man.
Like I said earlier,
a lot of this like digital business type stuff, they have stuff.
Dive into it. Do your research. Go to YouTube. It's free education, learn about it, and then decide for yourself. Abraham,
I'm 38, got zeroed out last year, lost my job last year, now making 200K working 2 jobs. Good stuff. Should I save for a house or try to do Airbnb arbitrage for more income streams? Feel behind and need to catch up. Advice. Okay.
He's 38.
Dude, Airbnb is its own game, and Airbnb you can't scale to the same level as having solid tenants in there. So I would say first start off with a solid real estate portfolio where you own the properties, you're controlling it. You have traditional tenants in there that are giving you a consistent monthly ROI back on that, right? Because you're getting the rent, you could predict the income. But the problem with Airbnb is that it goes up and down depending on the markets, depending on where you're going to buy the Airbnb property. So I would say to stabilize yourself first with getting a real estate portfolio where you have constant long-term tenants in there. Then if you want to go ahead and, get a little frisky and, go into the Airbnb game, you can do that. But just keep in mind, Airbnb is it's going to have more ups and downs. You're going to need more staff. You're going to need someone in there that comes in and clean. More than likely, you're going to need some bimbo to go in there and, help you find people to use your property. You guys notice half these girls that come on the show, I do Airbnb. 9 out of 10 times what that means is they don't have the Airbnb. It's an investor that has the Airbnb, and they're just there responsible for finding people to fill it for them. So I'm a big fan of not getting headaches, especially early on in your investing career. So I would say long-term tenants is the best move. Then you can go ahead and move on to Airbnb down the road.
That's good.
All right. And then here's the other thing too, Airbnb that kind of sucks. To get the best Airbnb properties where you can make the most money, you're going to have to buy nice properties that are kind of lavish, right? And you buy a $2 million property, $3 million property. Now you got to take a jumbo loan to get that property. Yes, you could charge more in the Airbnbs, but your money is contingent upon you getting certain types of people to go in and rent that Airbnb. and then let's say the market is down, we get another pandemic. As soon as economic turmoil comes, what's the first thing people stop doing? They stop taking vacations, they stop traveling, they stop Airbnb. That's why so many people that had Airbnb during the pandemic went fucking down. So
yeah,
I say we're in uncertain times, man. Just get a consistent real estate that's going to give you a monthly predictable amount of money. And then if you want to go ahead and you have some extra money, you're a little bit more risk averse, because it seems to me like, you're more risk tolerant. To me, it looks like you're risk averse because you went through some bullshit. Then you can go ahead and do the Airbnbs once you become more risk tolerant from you having less risky investments in the first place. Yes,
I was just gonna say, also as well, think about seasons, because a lot of states have seasons for Airbnb. Like Miami has certain times, for example, Art Basel is really high, but when it's like summertime, it's kind of low sometimes.
Like right now is actually the low.
It just depends on like what state you're in, so that plays a lot into like making money. So I would just say get like long term.
Yeah,
it's better
to start off, bro.
Yeah.
To start off.
Eric Castillo.
I'm broke and starting a new business. What do you think of social media marketing?
With that one.
Okay. Eric Castillo goes, parents both have an 800 plus credit score for over 10 years, own a 2-bedroom townhouse that they can get from 180K. It's completely paid off. They currently live in another. Should they sell it and buy more with the money or keep it? Okay, let me see here.
2-bedroom townhouse that they get from 180K is completely paid off. Should they sell it and buy more with the dollar or keep it? I mean, they could buy a multifamily unit, but I mean, we don't know how much they're gonna make though from the property.
Yeah, the question is a bit segmented. Are
the tenants in there? We don't know.
Yeah, like we don't have enough facts to make the best decision, and we don't even know what market it's in.
Yeah.
In general, it's typically better to keep the property, guys.
Yeah,
and if it's paid off, it's even better because
it's gonna make money.
Yeah, and here's the thing: if y'all live in it, you could do something called the home equity line of credit. Okay, what's a home equity line of credit? You're basically able to, if you guys own 100%, let's say the house is worth $200,000, you could do home equity line of credit and borrow up to, not borrow, you can open up a line of credit on 70 to 80% of the house's value, right? Yeah. After the appraisal. So if it's worth 200K, let's say you open up at 70% HELOC, right? Home equity line of credit, like I said, you're going to be able to have $140,000 that you guys have access to at any time. It's basically a credit card, right? On the equity in the home that you guys have. And then you can use that money to go purchase another house while simultaneously keeping that first house. So that's why I'm a big proponent of always controlling the property, not getting rid of it, hold it long-term. And you can go ahead and just do a HELOC, use that money, go buy another house versus selling the house. Then you got to pay capital gains tax on it unless you're going to do a 1038 exchange. But nah, man, do the HELOC, carry that equity, get that equity out, buy another house if that's your goal.
Yeah.
And maintain the main thing.
That's good advice. Abraham, I'm just starting as
I like the goddamn video.
Yeah, bro, it's a lot of sauce there, man.
You would have to pay some other mentor, thousands of dollars to give y'all sauce like this, man.
Yeah. I'm just starting as an entrepreneur. How can I get the killer mindset you have and stay motivated even when I don't feel like it? P.S. Is there such a thing as work-life balance? Bro, that's one of the biggest myths I hear all the time. Balance, bro. You should not work so hard. Why are you so obsessive? Because, bro, you have to be. All the people that are successful, bro, on some level are obsessed with success. And if they're not, they're lazy. So I feel for the most part, you need that drive anyway. But to get that drive and killer mindset, bro, you have to want it as bad as you want to breathe, because either you're going to get it out of like causality means, for example, you're actually in a benefit where like, if you don't do it, you're going to either die or suffer, or it's tell somebody else, either a mother, your family. So I would just say, bro, like honestly speaking, either create it yourself by creating that like environment where either do or die, or do it for your family.
Well, I think the number one thing here is how can I get the killer mindset to stay motivated even when I don't feel like it? That's the key. It doesn't matter what you feel like. That's literally the key right there. Like, fuck your feelings, bro. No one cares. At the end of the day, the only person's feelings that matter are children and women. No one gives a fuck about your feelings. The only thing people care about are results. If you're not successful, they're going to look and they're going to say, damn, this dude's a loser. They don't give a fuck that you're sad. They don't give a fuck that you're depressed. They don't give a fuck that you're angry or you went through some turmoil in your life. No one cares about your problems, especially if you're a grown man. Understand that the world doesn't owe you understanding, and it doesn't matter how you feel. You need to get the shit done no matter how you feel. You know how many times, guys, I don't feel like going to the gym, but I go anyway? There's times that I don't feel like doing a podcast, I do it anyway, or I'm tired and I don't want to do it. It doesn't matter. The difference between a man and a woman is you do what's required regardless of how you feel. Okay, so you just got to get the pussiness outside of your head and realize that no one gives a fuck about your excuses. They only care about results, and how you feel doesn't matter, because how you feel is a temporary feeling. However, success is forever.
Yeah, you need a reason why you're doing it. Figure out your why. Why are you going to do XYZ. Why do you want to be successful? If they're strong enough, then you'll do it. If not, then
And there's no such thing as a work-life balance when you're an entrepreneur, bro.
yeah, bro.
There's no such thing. If you want a work-life balance, work a regular
Have
job.
given up so much of our lives, guys, to be here every single week. Dude, I don't know any other YouTuber this dedicated, this many shows, this many episodes,
We give
this
you
many
six podcasts bare minimum a week.
Bro, we don't even take vacations.
Yeah, we don't. Because
I mean,
even if we do go somewhere else, we're filming.
We're
when
filming
there.
content.
When we're in Dubai, we're filming content. We're going to Colombia, we're going to film content. So we're not going there like, oh yeah, let's go have a good time vacation. No, we're working, man, and we're networking, we're meeting people, etc.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and you guys have seen people try to copy us and they can't really do it. They, whether it's, bring girls on the panel, talking about stuff that we're talking about, trying to be as consistent, live streaming it, etc. It's a lot of work that goes into it, man, but we're going to keep giving you all the sauce because
on camera and off camera.
Yeah.
That you don't see.
Facts. So we're going to keep giving you guys the value, whether it's us debating annoying ass girls or us giving you value on how to make money and not be a bum, etc. We're going to keep being the best men's podcast in the world. I truly do believe that. And rent is due every single day. There's times when me and Fresh don't feel like being here, but we understand that we need to be here regardless of how we feel because y'all need us. Okay.
And to be honest, we can stop today.
Matter of fact, let's say I didn't feel like doing it today.
Yeah.
And you weren't able to ask this question. You weren't able to get this rent from me right now.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be getting the benefit. You'd go ahead and you'd be a lazy fucking be like, no, I don't feel like doing it. And you'd fucking cry and then, be a reclusive little bitch and sit in your bed and, curled up in a ball in a fetal position. Like, I don't feel like doing it. But since I decided I don't give a fuck how I feel, I'm going to come to work anyway. I'm here telling you to not give a fuck how you feel. All right. So success is contagious, my friend. Stop being a bitch for all you guys out there. Cause I know a lot of y'all are like, man, I don't feel like doing it today. Or I don't feel like doing this today. Some of y'all right now watching this shit with your girl, maybe being all comfortable. Like, I didn't go to the gym today. I don't know if I want to do it. Go to the gym, bitch. Go make more money. Stop being a fucking bum. All right.
Yeah. Today was leg day. I went to the gym. I didn't want to go, but fuck it.
You got to do it.
You got to do it.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
Yeah.
You got to do what's required. Period. All right. You got to do it. Trust me. You ain't going to get invited on no yacht. You're not going to get invited to go to Salt Bay or fucking Poppy Steak with some rich millionaire.
I mean,
you ain't going to get that.
I will, but I'm different.
Well, that was gay.
Pause, nigga.
Yeah,
but I work towards it, though.
Yeah. So you're not going to get saved, bro. Only hoes get saved. Niggas don't get saved. So you got to save yourself. Dark Obese Po goes, got 3 jobs, 3 properties, 3 kids, $500K a year. Secret, 3 wives. Bam, there you go.
That's funny.
Fresh, you better be careful. Big Mo is going to become Fit Mo, and he's going to take your girls. Yes, sir. Go get him, Mo.
He can have him, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm tired.
Big PP for you, this guy. Just want to say thanks, Myron, for your crazy rants. I lost 30 pounds and got with ATM together to start my own ATM LLC. Cool.
Nice.
Awesome, man. There's many ways to make money on the side. Fahad Abdi goes, question for Myron. I'm from the UK. Which US-based banks/lenders would lend to the international investors like me? I really want to invest in US real estate from the UK. Is that even possible? Yes, it is possible. But you need to get, I think you need an investor's visa, man, to do it. So look into that. Because I know in the UK that you guys have really, I remember when I did the Strike It Big interview, they're from England and they were telling me how it's really tough to invest in the UK. I know Australia is really tough about that as well.
Wow.
The taxes are really high and all this other shit. So look into what's required. I think you might need an investor visa, bro, to invest in the United States real estate, but I could be wrong about that. Marks goes, sup FNF, having your 6 figs saved up in my 401/457. I like to use a down payment on first property like what Myron did. How should I go about doing so? Thanks. I think he means 401k.
401k.
Well, number one, man, put as little down as possible, right? That you can get away with, right? If that means you moving into the property and you getting an FHA loan, go ahead. Or let's say you are a veteran, you can use a VA loan, put no money down, and use as little of your use as little of your 401k as possible to just control the property. Once you control the property, you're in good hands, my friend.
Right.
All right.
You want to go back to the points?
Yeah. So now we're at
number 3.
Okay, so we're midway through here, guys. Okay, so
remember, guys, these are 5 points to become financially free. Number 3 is going to be become debt free. So for the most part, guys, a lot of us, like I said earlier, we spend money in dumb ways to get fun, benefits, impress girls, yada yada. We get it.
And when we say debt, because I know what they're going to say, you guys are talking about real estate debt.
No. Personal debt, guys, not business.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good for that, bro.
Yeah, like not consumer debt.
Personal debt.
Yeah.
Which means personal loans, personal credit cards, shopping cards like Macy's, things like that.
Consumer debt.
So this is a little bit story for me back in time when I first came to America. Thank you, Chris. Story time. So back then, I was at Pembroke Pines, driving to Boca every day to work at AT&T, come back to Pembroke Pines, and I'll go to the gym sometimes. I'll go eat with friends in that Pines area. But what I would see is every time I go to the mall, these guys are buying clothes from Macy's, buying all these designer stuff. And I'm like, why are these guys buying like all this stuff? How are they buying it? They work a job like me, making $7 an hour. But it was because they're using store credit cards. And they'll buy the drip, they'll buy all the gear, and they'd be decked out, go to parties, pick up girls, whatever. But when it came time to actually do something with their money, for example, invest in themselves, they couldn't because the money was being spent and used to pay back debt, which is bad debt because obviously speaking, clothes are a bad investment. So instead to say that like these small things that add up over time, and I know some friends as well, they will actually go like on like trips. They'll go to like Dubai, they'll go to Hawaii, spend like $1,000. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like you have no money saved up. And then what happens is, let's say an opportunity, like a big opportunity came up, maybe for a property or for investment in terms, maybe like stocks or like crypto. They couldn't do it because the money was spent elsewhere. The point of guys, like, if you want to be free, you have to be debt free. Because if you're not free, to like LJ, you're a debt slave, which means you're enslaved to debt. And in the Bible talks about the borrower being lender to the slave. So it means that, for example, if you're gonna borrow money, you should be able to pay it back right away, or have the money already saved. So when you borrow that money, you could pay it back within that month. And credit cards, especially, guys, if you're young, especially if your credit card by some chance or from your parents gave it to you, if you use it the wrong way, it can mess you up because once again, you buy a couple items, you don't pay it back, you get a balance, it affects your credit, and before you know it, damn, I got a 300 credit score. I don't know why. Well, my friend, early on in your life, you bought a bunch of stuff you didn't need, and you never paid it back. So I say all that to say that, like, for the most part, guys, if you're gonna be on this financial freedom path, debt has to be off the table. Because if it's bad debt, for example, of credit cards, maybe store cards, maybe going on trips that you can't afford, or even buying dumb stuff, it's gonna affect your future. And for the most part, guys out here nowadays, they spend money on cars, and I'm like, I get it. The car thing, once again, I love cars as well, but you have to do it the right way, because if you do it the wrong way, it can mess you up. So
yeah,
credit is important.
Yeah, guys, consumer debt, you got to work to really get rid of it. I can even live with college loan debts because at least there you can pay an amount. You'll never get rid of college loan debt. By the way, you can't even declare bankruptcy for that stuff. Yeah. But when we're talking about consumer debt specifically, credit cards, etc., because that's absolutely going to negatively impact your credit score. And when your credit score is negatively impacted, that's going to affect your ability to procure assets and get yourself in a position to get a business credit card. It's going to hurt you down the road. So for all the young boys that are watching this right now, that are 18 years old or above, besides joining the selective service so that you don't go to prison or get a fine, make sure that you go ahead and open up a credit card, guys. At 18 years old, you need to open up a credit card. If you guys are out here still paying for shit cash or with a debit card, you, my friend, you stupid. I've said this before, I'll say it again. You should never be paying with cash. You should never be using personal debit cards. You need to be using credit cards. Now, with that said, that's a double-edged sword that can mess you up. You use the credit card so you can go ahead and get your credit. Number one, get a credit profile, and then number two, get your credit score up. But you also want to be doing that delicate dance where you're not necessarily decreasing your credit score by buying a bunch of things, having your utilization up too much, etc., which we break this all down in our credit card episode for beginners. So please go back and refer to that if you guys want more detail on that. But in general, avoid consumer debt, guys. Okay, absolutely avoid it. It will lower your credit score significantly and impede your ability to procure assets, namely real estate. Because when you want to buy real estate and you want to get a loan, like I told y'all before, first thing they're going to do is run your credit. And if your credit sucks, you're either not going to get approved, or even worse, they're going to give you a really high interest rate that you won't necessarily be able to afford. So for you to get the best rates so that you can go ahead and get a house that makes sense, you need to have your credit score on point, guys. All right. We tell y'all all the time, you want to have at least a 720, if not above. That's going to put you in the best position to get approved for the credit cards that actually give you rewards back. And you'll be able to get a mortgage with a favorable or competitive interest rate, and so many other things. A car, you want to finance a car, whatever it may be. You want to open up business credit cards, because contrary to popular belief, people say, "Oh, business credit cards don't count towards your personal credit." That is true, but you need your personal credit to get the business card in the fucking first place. God damn it! People keep forgetting that shit. That you need a personal credit in the first place to go ahead and get the business credit card. So get the business credit card through having good credit first, guys. All right. So yeah, man. And then that's not to be confused, guys, with good debt, which is real estate debt. And real estate debt, the reason why real estate debt is good debt is because typically, if you did everything that we told you guys and you looked at cash on cash returns and you're buying a property that's cash flowing, which means what? All the bills are paid after the fact and you're able to make a little bit of money. It doesn't matter that you have $1 million in debt on a real estate property, because what's happening is the house is paying for itself and you're making money in the process and you're getting all the other benefits I talked about before with taxes, etc. So consumer debt is what you need to limit and or eliminate. But if you're going to have real estate debt, that is what you call good debt. Robert Kiyosaki came in here, guys, and told y'all, go watch that episode back. He said he's like $1 billion in debt, and he's probably a billionaire himself. Why? Because he has a bunch of real estate debt. He used money from the banks, right?
OPM.
With interest, other people's money, OPM. You fucking naughty by nature type shit. You down with OPP? I need y'all to sing. Yeah, you know me. I need y'all to have that with the real estate mantra. You down with OPM? Yeah, you know me. Yeah, OPM, other people's fucking money, the banks. Okay, they want to lend you money. I told y'all before, if you try to buy stock buy their own stock with the bank, they're gonna give it to you. But if you say you're gonna buy real estate, next thing you know, them boys start rubbing their hands like this and they'll give you that money. Why? Because they know they can make interest on it. But who gives a fuck? Because you're not paying the interest, you're not paying the debt, your tenant's paying the goddamn debt, and that is how you create wealth in the United States of America.
Yeah. And also, your bank,
like the video.
Are you not paying it back either as well?
Yeah.
So they can take it from you.
Bro, come on, man. Come on, this is what we're teaching you guys is life advice that they will never teach you in school. This is shit that your parents are never going to teach you. This is shit that will literally save your life and get you out of the slave mind. It will get you out of the fucking matrix.
And you know what's crazy too? Most people, they go through life and they're like, you know what? Damn, I messed up. But if you actually took a step back and say, you know what? Where did I mess up? You bought a bunch of stuff that you didn't need, wasted money buying dumb stuff with credit. And why is it so low? Because everything you did in the past led up to these mistakes. So guys, now you know, moving forward for your kids or for yourself, don't make these mistakes.
Yeah. All right. So now we're on number two.
Number two. All right. Number two is going to be investing in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So for the most part, once again, financial freedom. What does that mean? It means you are on a path to be financially free, which means money's coming in. You can do what you want with your money and life, your lifestyle. But if you are not actually free yourself, then you can't enjoy this path, because you being free means you actually have the benefit of having the skill or having the know-how to make money to get that lifestyle. So how do you get this lifestyle? How do you become the best version of yourself? How do you become successful in your own right? And it's basically investing in yourself, which means you're actually going to either read books, get courses, find a mentor, or even simple as gain experience in the field to learn a skill to make money. It's all surrounded around making money, but each person has a level and a cap. So let's say we use Tom for example, and Harry. Tom is 21 years old, right? But he spends most of his time learning on YouTube about real estate. He's going to real estate events, going to networking events. He's focused on real estate and becoming successful, learn how to invest, how to make money, things like that. Jack over here, same age, same free time, but he's playing basketball. He's going out with friends, partying. They're both young guys with the same amount of free time, but one person working on their skills and becoming better, one person isn't. Which means when opportunity comes around for these both two guys, what's gonna happen is Tom here is gonna have the chance and the skill because he's putting the time and effort into learning these skills himself. I say all that to say that, like, in this game of investing in yourself, you need to have either a mentor or someone, or even yourself. I mean, you could do it yourself, but like, to me, personally speaking, I need a mentor because I don't know everything. I want to get a learning curve, because once again, the learning curve is very tough. And I think if I get a mentor in that space that knows what he's doing, I can bypass all the mistakes I would make myself and get further ahead. So I would say, number one, get a mentor in your space, whether it's stocks, real estate, crypto, e-commerce, we did KTL sales as well. Whatever it is, get a mentor in that space. And then two, spend the money you would have spent on dumb stuff anyway onto yourself. So going to the club, popping bottles, that $1,000 you would have spent on, some bottles for one night, some dumb whores, put into yourself, either with a course or learning a skill. And then take those skills and apply it once you learn the skills in real time, in real life. You're going to see the fruits of your labor, because I'm saying this right now, guys. The money you spend dumb or you spend in the wrong way is opportunity cost. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't see it now, you're going to feel it later on, because the opportunity cost has a heavy burden. And then lastly, I would say, so number one is going to be finding a mentor. Two is investing in courses or skill in yourself. And number three is going to be pretty much using your time correctly, because we all have 24 hours in a day. But if you're going to use time in any sense or any fashion, you want to use it in the right way, which means you're going to put work first, of course, put yourself in there for fitness as well. Go to the gym when you can. And then lastly, recreational use and fun after. So work is going to be first. Work and fitness is going to be like tie and tie. So whichever comes first for you. I like working on in the morning because it's easier, but it's mainly going to be work and fitness. And then when that's all done, if you've got a side business, that too as well. And then lastly, having fun after the fact. So that's going to be very important to your success.
So first talked about getting a mentor, investing in yourself, etc. You know what I'll do? Because we've talked about this ad nauseum, right? I've told you guys a million times that you need to get a mentor if you want to start a side hustle or whatever, because that's going to cut your learning curve down significantly. So let's go ahead and talk about how to go about this, okay? Versus telling you, get a mentor and then just moving on. No, we got y'all over here. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this. So number one, you're going to have a real job and or career. Step one, okay? I don't care if it's cleaning toilets all the way to some executive position, all right? You're going to have some type of job, whether it's skilled or not, whether you have a degree or not, that's going to pay you money so that you can go ahead and pay the bills, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to work that job, all right? You're going to take that earned income because we all have to go ahead and trade time for money at some point. You're going to go ahead and take that job. With that job, you're going to make some money. You're going to do your best to live way below your means. You're going to be a minimalist. I need y'all to be like me, wear your fucking same clothes all the time, have nothing too fancy, and basically save 90% of your money, right? Save as much of your expendable income. Keyword, after your bills are paid, the expendable income that you have left over, you save that, okay? You're going to save that money, and as you work this job and you save that money, you're going to also do independent research on a side hustle. You understand, okay? So you're going to be working your job during the day, then you're going to be saving money, then at night, you're going to be on the internet researching side hustles, whether it's YouTube automation, it's Amazon, it's drop shipping, it's content creation, it's being a manager, social media, whatever the hell you want to do, you are researching it actively. You understand? Keyword actively, motherfuckers, while you're working this regular job. Now, once you figure out what you want to do, let's say, for example, it's like, I want to do YouTube automation. This seems pretty cool. I want to do this, right? You go ahead and you find a mentor, right? That does that, whether it's you saw the episode with Dave or you find someone else, because there's a bunch of people that do YouTube automation. You're going to go ahead and list out every single person that teaches this stuff from the scale of 1 to 10. And you're going to go ahead and do maybe a free consultation, maybe join one of their free masterminds, etc. Because a lot of the times they have free workshops, right? Yeah, I'm giving y'all so much sauce right now. With these internet marketers, they have free workshops 9 out of 10 times, which is typically an upsell. Go ahead and join into those free workshops and figure out what they're actually offering and what they're willing to teach, okay? Then I want you to compare prices and see who's the best, what's the best ROI, bang for your buck, who offers the most value, look at reviews, research the hell out of that person, okay? Trust but verify, all right? Once you have your eyes set on a potential mentor, you have the money saved up, you're still working your job over here, now it's time to actually pull the trigger, right? And jump into that course. Now, it's very important that you understand that once you spend the money, you need to spend time and you need to pay attention. That's why I tell you all the time, pay for a mentor. Why? Because when you pay money, you start to pay attention, all right? Once you do that, take the teaching seriously, go through the modules, apply what the fuck they teach you. A lot of you guys will go ahead and get a coach, etc., and they'll tell you do X, Y, Z, and you guys will only do Z, or you only do Y, and you wonder why you're not getting the X, Y, Z money that you should be getting. It's because you didn't do X, Y, Z. You only did Y. You only did Z. You only did X sometimes. No, it's got to be all the fucking time, all right? So, again, recap on here. We tell you guys find a mentor all the time, but no one actually tells you how the fuck to find a mentor. So let's go ahead and go through it. You work a regular job first. You take that earned income, right? Whether it's trading time for money or you have a skill set, I don't give a fuck if you're a doctor, you're cleaning toilets. You're taking that earned income, okay? And you're saving a good portion of it. Anything that's expendable income, that means money that's left over that you can use on yourself. You're not buying Rolexes. You're not taking pictures out on trips. You're saving that money. I don't give a fuck if you're a doctor making $300K per year. You're saving that fucking money, okay? Living way below your means. I need y'all to look like you're damn near homeless, all right? You guys make fun of me all the time. Myron, get some new drip, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not going to fucking do that shit because I'd rather save the money and invest it back into the business, all right? The only people that have drip are the fucking retards with the saliva dripping out their mouth because they're idiots and don't understand how money works. Meanwhile, everybody over there to Mary is laughing at y'all retarded ass niggas. Dude, drip, drip, drip. No, that's a bunch of stupid fucking idiot shit. Stop being a slave consumer. Save the money. Once you have the money saved and you have a good amount there, you're independently doing research and figuring out who the goddamn best people are in this niche, okay? I recommend get the best person. If it costs you $10,000, so fucking be it. Spend the money, because I know when you spend the money, you're going to spend the time and you're going to start to pay attention. People only pay attention when they pay goddamn money that they worked hard to get, okay? Once you get this mentor hired, and remember, before you get that mentor, you're doing research. You're going to their masterminds. You're talking to people that have taken a course. You're looking at referrals. You're not just going ahead and hiring anybody. You're getting the best, and you're independently researching and making sure they're good, because I need you to feel comfortable with whoever the fuck that you pick, all right? Once you pick that person, you pull the trigger, you pay the money, and you go through all the fucking modules. You go through the entire course. You figure out everything that needs to be done. Then you go ahead and you start your fucking LLC and you start the business. But the thing is, a lot of you guys think, I'm just going to buy this course. I'm going to figure this out. No, you fucking idiot. You need to actually apply what the fuck did they teach. X, Y, Z, not just X, not just Y when you kind of fucking feel like it. You need to do everything. A lot of you guys that fail when you get a mentor is because you don't do everything that you're supposed to do. Do everything that's required, and then you will go ahead and get back the benefit. But if you don't do what's required and you only do what feels good, then you're not going to get the fucking investment back that you spent the money on. So you need to actually take the action and work really fucking hard after the fact. And keep in mind, you're still working a regular job. You still have your social life. You still have all these other things going on. Guess what's going to happen when you start the side business? Oh, magical thing. Those bitches and those dates and all that social time that you used to have, it's gone now, nigga. It's gone. It's gone. Because as soon as you spend that money, you no longer are going to do all the fuck shit that you used to do when you had your regular job. Like I told y'all before, this isn't for everybody. Are you prepared to sacrifice? You want to really be an entrepreneur while simultaneously having your other job? This is going to be the hardest part, because you'll be working a regular job 40, 50 hours per week, and you're going to be working on your business. Are you prepared to make the actual sacrifices? A lot of you faggots aren't. Let's give it 1,000. A lot of you guys just want to sit there, hey, be an entrepreneur, and do some bullshit on the side, not make any money. It's not a business. It's a fucking hobby. So ask yourself, look in the mirror. Are you really ready to do this? Are you prepared to cut off friends? Are you prepared to not go on vacation? Are you prepared to sit there and go to your real job with 1 hour of sleep because you're building your business all fucking night? I was. That's how the fuck I did it. I told y'all. I was a federal agent, arresting fucking criminals, while simultaneously running a fucking fitness business. I had no social life at that time. But it's okay, because I'm here now because I made that sacrifice. Are you ready to make that sacrifice? This is what no one is going to fucking tell you. How do you actually go about getting a mentor? That's how you fucking do it. You work your real job. You get your side hustle. You work that side hustle until it makes as much money, if not more than your side hustle, your real job. Then you can make the conscious decision to tell your boss, fuck off, I'm going to go ahead and become an entrepreneur. But that's going to take time and a lot of effort, and you're going to have to make sacrifices. Fuck the bitches, fuck the vacations, fuck the vanity bullshit. You really have to sacrifice if you want to do this shit. This is a dark side that no one's going to fucking tell you, because it's going to fucking suck. Ask yourself, are you ready to make that sacrifice?
All right.
Okay.
W rant.
Fire emojis in the chat.
There you go.
No one talks about that shit. We're the only ones telling y'all the truth, man.
Some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So we're touching in last point.
Yeah.
And then word from our sponsor as well.
Yes. Go ahead. You got it. I got to get my voice back.
You got PJ Satie says, there's this company offering to walk anybody step by step through their real estate journey. It's sponsored by Rich Dad. It costs $50K. I don't know what to do. Use the money to buy a property or invest in education. That is gonna be
save more money, do both.
Yeah, I would say it's good to have that like process to walk through, but you want a property too as well, so you could do both. Yeah. Jose Ramirez says, I want to get a new car from dealership. Do y'all think it would be smart to get one and use my second job as a Lyft driver to pay it off? I heard if you do this, you can pay off in 2 years. My friend, I know people that did that personally, and it can work, but you have to understand, you drive that car for work, it's going to have repairs, it's going to have issues. And let's say you say, you know what, I'm tired of doing this, I want to give up. How you can pay for the car? So you have to know yourself. If you could last 2 years, awesome, but it's going to be tough. Just saying. The real Mr. Meatball says, diversification into assets that don't correlate with each other is extremely important. That's very true. Myron said
and for the other guy, real quick, for the 50K mastermind with the real estate, man, you could probably find other people there. Like I said before, it comes down to what you're willing to invest, but you got to do the math. Is that real estate property that you were going to buy with that 50K, is it going to give you better cash on cash returns? This is what I'm telling you guys. And I talked to you guys about this. Figure out the cash on cash returns if you want to be an investor and your goal is cash flow. So figure that out. And the only person that can answer that is really you. You got to ask yourself, okay, this is a course. This is how much it's going to cost, which is 50K, or I can invest that 50K and buy the property. It's going to give me this cash on cash return. Then you make the conscious decision. But what I'm saying is use the cash on cash return as your main metric. Okay, because I think that's the best one if your goal is to buy a property for cash flow purposes. Cash on cash return.
All right.
Hey guys, need some help. I work in New York, but I live in New Jersey. I'm making $4K a month, but I'm spending it all back in transportation / Uber / train. Yeah. My credit score is 760. Do you think I should try to get a car? What's your thought?
You know what's crazy? The easiest way to save money is to move closer to your job. It's simple.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like even if it's like a crappier apartment or even like a little bit more money, the money you spend going back and forth adds up. And in the book Set for Life, it talks about transportation. That's one of America's biggest expense is transportation.
Yeah.
Back and forth from job to home.
Yeah. But the thing is that he sucks. He's in New York. So for him making $4K a month, he probably can't even get an apartment anywhere in the city for that.
Yeah, typically that's what you would do. But New York.
That's why these blue states are fucking trash, man. Yeah, bro. If in your situation, it might be better for you to get a car, my friend. It might be time to save and get a car. So that's an example where having good credit and financing a car might be in their best interest in this case, because the Ubers and transportations, I know what it's like being in New York City and having used that. The trains are expensive. They could really rack up. But then you also got to keep in mind, what's it going to be like to use for the tolls, right? Because New York has tolls everywhere, bro. So you got to do the math and figure out what's going to be better. D-Song goes, what is the sweet spot of interest to purchase real estate at 7% right now? Also in today's environment where most homes have HOA, medium house prices over 300K, your mortgage is more than rent. How to get a positive ROI? That's where you got to go in and you got to crunch the numbers, guys. You got to crunch the numbers. You got to basically underwrite the deal before you're even, you know what I mean? Redfin, I use Redfin when I look at a house. You can use the mortgage calculator there. It's pretty damn accurate, by the way. And then you can figure out how much it's going to cost you a month versus how much the house is going to make a month, you know, based on current rentals, etc. And then figure it out from there and get that cash on cash return. But yes, if you buy a house as an investor, be prepared to pay somewhere between 7 to 8% on that interest. Or if you're buying it as a primary residence, you're probably looking more around like 6.8, 6.9, high sixes. If you're buying it to live in. Remember, you're always going to get a better interest rate when you live in a property versus when you buy as an investor. Keep that in mind, guys. All right? Yo, we've been given, man,
for free,
what's
bro.
What's the like right now?
What's the like right now?
We got 2.7.
Yo, guys, we got 5,300 y'all in here right now watching on YouTube, and then I think like another 5K or so on Rumble. I need y'all to like the goddamn video, subscribe to the channel, and on YouTube especially. If you're watching us on Rumble right now, please open up another tab, guys, and like the video on YouTube because we need these videos going up in the algorithm. I just dropped the F-bomb earlier, so hopefully we can still get pushed in the algo. Please like the video.
And a lot of you guys want girls, right? If you can learn this information here on Money Mondays and you're financially free, you can get girls anytime, bro. Whenever you feel like.
And here's the other thing too. Guys, we're over here answering your questions real-time live.
Yeah.
Who else is doing that?
Nobody. Oh, let me record the video and edit it first, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the video. It's funny.
That's how you know that we're out here for real. Like, we're answering your questions live. And if we don't know, we'll refer you to someone that does.
Yep.
I'm 22. I work a 9-to-5 job at a lumber company where I make $3,500 a month. Should I get my real estate license to become a realtor or invest my money into a smaller side hustle? Number one of the biggest misconceptions. You don't need a realtor license to become a real estate investor, man, at all. That's one of the biggest lies they tell you. It's a waste of time, waste of money. Don't do it.
We don't have one.
We don't have one. You know what I mean? I control 14 properties worth like $7 million, and I don't have a real estate license. You don't need that shit. Just make sure you have a good real estate agent. That's the key. Make sure you have a good real estate agent that's not a moron.
And understands what you want to do as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then as far as the side hustle thing, do exactly what I told you before. As far as like figuring out what side hustle you're going to do, working that regular job, etc. We need to clip that part and give it to y'all because that's the dirty side that no one tells you when it comes to finding a mentor. What you need to do while simultaneously finding the mentor, and when you do got the mentor and you're going through it, what you need to do on the side. Everyone tells you, they sell you the success porn. You could be on your laptop on a beach somewhere and making money. Fuck no, you're not.
You need a job, bro.
You're going to be working your regular job and you're going to be doing your side hustle on the side. You're going to be doing side hustle shit at your main job. You're going to be struggling. That's the reality. You ain't going to be on no fucking beach with a laptop. That's a bunch of lies.
Yeah.
Yep. Invest in yourself too.
Yep.
Speaking of which, today's sponsor is Bluechew. And guys, just so you know, Bluechew helps you in so many ways, especially with the ladies. And guys, for the most part, you're going to be in situations where you need a quick upper, to get up and stay on point. And guys, it's simple and easy. It's all online, no store, no in person. Get sent straight to your door. And as well, you get a free month using our code FreshFit on Bluechew.com. Guys, unbeatable. Free month. Guys, it's a small black packet in here. My buddy used some of it yesterday. He was killing it with the ladies, and she loved it. So guys, simple, easy to use. Small packet like this. You pop one in, good to go. She's like, wow, why is it so good? Why is it so hard? It's Bluechew, ladies. Bluechew.
Pause, man.
Guys, code Fresh and Fit. Tap into that. Let's go.
And the link is at the top of the description, and it's going to be at the top of the comments. And also, guys, keep in mind that you don't got to go to a doctor. None of these awkward visits or conversations like, "Hey, bro, I fap too much support, so I can't go to hardwood no more." So you could go ahead and just go ahead and get the Bluechew, and it'll help you out with that. Because a lot of y'all have. It's crazy how many young guys have erectile dysfunction nowadays.
You know why? Keep jerking off, nigga.
Yeah, stop watching
Do it in
porn.
real
Guys.
life.
Stop watching porn, guys.
Yeah,
BBC gang, stand up.
Yeah. So
All
yeah,
right.
use the code FreshFit at the checkout, my ninjas, and go ahead and get that so that you can go ahead and take your girl to Pound Town. Is that the top song
Pound
right now
Town.
nowadays? Yeah.
Booty bound.
Fucking.
I won't say the
ridiculous.
rest, but yeah, you get the point.
Yeah, that girl is an L. But anyway, yeah,
Sexy
guys,
red.
go ahead and check it out. Link is below for all y'all.
There you go.
Where are we at here?
Hector Navarez.
I have no experience in sales, and I'm thinking about pursuing that path. How can I land a sales position with no experience, entry level?
Car dealerships, guys. They'll hire anybody. You gain experience in sales, and as well, you create a network of people that one for one can afford cars for the most part, and two, you learn all the skills of sales for next to nothing. So, and actually, Grant Cardone proves that as well. Car sales are the easy start.
Bam.
King Lime. I'm working 80 hours a week, grinding hard, man. What's the next step between hard work and investing? I got 6K liquid cash. I'm so driven. I'm starting school again, and I am so focused, but I'm not taking risk.
You need more money.
Yeah.
6K is not
Because
going to
you're
get
worried,
you.
bro.
Yeah, you need more money. So keep grinding, bro. It's gonna take time, guys. I'm not telling y'all you guys are gonna do this overnight, a day, a month, a year. It's gonna take years to do this.
I'll never forget, guys. I wanted a property my first year in America. It took me 2 years to basically get everything set up and done to even buy the property. So it takes time, man. It does not happen overnight. Sergeant Shroom says, when I was 18, I bought 2 plots of land, one for investing and one for personal use. I'm 20 now. I broke ground on my personal one this year. Building my own ranch, paid for it by doing landscaping in the summers and saving. Good job, bro.
Cool.
Shout out to you. He started early. DK, bunch of numbers. Hey, Myron, I'm 23. Saw your and Tristan tweet about music. And honestly, I was so much value at 23, but I was listening to it. What books do you guys recommend? Why Women Deserve Left was great.
Yeah, Tristan said that music is stupid. And here's the thing. I agree with him to a degree. Like, and what I mean by that, guys, is like in your idle time, your time that you're just chilling or whatever, you shouldn't be sitting there listening to music. You should be listening to audiobooks, watching documentaries, expanding your mind, becoming a smarter individual. If you're going to listen to music, go ahead and do that shit in the gym. Get yourself pumped up. That's cool. I'm all for music in the gym. But outside of the gym, you should not be listening to music. And if you actually think about it, if you're like one of these guys that like loves music, blah, 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 you spend a lot of time listening to music and you don't really derive a benefit from listening to
unless you're DJ Academics or a creator that has music interests. What's the point?
Yeah, it ain't making you money, bro.
Not at all.
It ain't making you money. They're getting money on Apple when you fucking keep playing Good Morning for the 100th time.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? For that day. So yeah, music should not be something that you listen to in your free time.
There's a lot of undertone brainwashing in there as well. Repetitive words.
Yeah.
And if you're not subconscious or you're not conscious of what's happening, you can fall into certain traps too as well.
You better be doing something productive while you're listening to music.
Working out.
You better not just be sitting in your fucking room like one of these dumb assholes listening to that bullshit. No, you better be fucking working on your career, working on your business, or studying some shit you have it in the background. Cool. Or you're in the gym. But if you're just sitting there actively listening to music and nothing else, you're a fucking moron. Don't do that shit.
Listen,
one of the
man,
biggest waste of time.
When it's late night and you're ready to get your groove on with some Bluechew, play Pound Town and go downtown.
I'm a
Pause.
high value man. Jeez.
Let's shut up, Chris. Let's go. C do closely. Oh, I'm sure you say that. FNF production. Love you guys. Talk about having kids. My lady's having a kid sometime next week. Guys, keep making money. If you value your time, don't rush it. Make sure you're doing this the right way. Listen, FNF. Thanks. Shout out to you, bro. And then the last few here. Noah says, Don DeMarco, for this rant, I really have to cut a lot of the spending I have, and I saved the money to build my empire. Good job.
Guys, get Mint. Mint will help you with that. It'll tell you what your current net worth is, which a lot of y'all is going to be negative, and sometimes you need to see that reaffirmation that you're fucking poor.
Yeah.
And then second, it'll show all your spending and track it for you. Get Mint. It'll connect all your stuff. We're not even going to get paid to tell y'all this, man. But go ahead and get that.
But you know what I would do as well? I would each month get a notepad, write down my expenses and my income, and I'd be damn.
That's the old school way.
I'm like really losing money here, but I'm gaining money here. Let me focus on this.
Yeah.
And over time,
It'll give you a nice visual
I perfected a
representation.
budget that was ironclad, and like I was so frugal. So
there you go, man.
Not anymore though, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, that'll help you out.
But at the beginning,
sometimes seeing it out there and being
writing
like,
it.
what the hell you spend the money and writing it? Yeah. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Mind Over Matter goes, hey guys, got to say your show has changed my life so much. Just want to say I joined SMMA community called Relentless Success Club and learned how to start while working and quit my job. Now making 6 figures a month. Congratulations, my friend. That's what it's about. Like I said before, guys, we don't give a fuck if you guys join our masterminds or take our, courses or anything like that. Our job, and if you guys notice, we haven't sold a course to y'all in a while, whether it was a high value course or DMs on demand.
Yeah.
Our goal isn't to sit here and sell y'all courses. We'd rather make content for you guys absolutely free that you can consume. We answer your guys' questions. We give you guys value. That's what I care about. You want to go to a mastermind and make money with them, etc. Awesome. We're not going to sit here and tell y'all not to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We want you guys to be successful. How you get there is up to you, but we want you guys to take the initiative and fucking do it. If you need me kicking you in the ass and say, join this mastermind, do this, blah, 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 and it's not necessarily making us money, I don't give a fuck. My goal is that you make money. I don't give a shit about me profiting off of you. I want you to profit, and I don't care who you do it with. That's what we care about.
There you go.
We legitimately give a fuck about y'all making money, man. We don't care about how y'all get it. All right. Well, unless it's illegal. Don't do it illegally, of course. Don't break the law.
Don't break the law.
What I'm saying is that we don't necessarily have to benefit from you making money.
Do it the right way.
Would you recommend just share the video? Like the goddamn video. That's all I ask. Y'all don't got to pay $1 to support the show. We appreciate that you guys do. Really fucking we love y'all for that. But you guys don't have to donate $1 to the show. A lot of y'all just ninja watch anyway. Don't even like the video. So only thing I ask is like it. Would you recommend what are the likes at right now?
3.2.
Come on, man. We got 5,200 y'all right now.
At least 4.8K, bro.
We should be at easily 5K likes from giving you guys this much value.
Free, bro.
Would you recommend tax lien investing, purchasing tax liens on delinquent properties or to earn interest or potentially acquire property if the owner fails to pay the outstanding taxes for RE investors? Yeah, you can get some
pretty good.
really good deals when when houses are foreclosed on, guys, because keep in mind, here's a dirty little secret the banks won't tell y'all. The bank is not in the business of being a real estate owner and property manager. They're in the business of selling houses and collecting interest. One more time for y'all. Banks are not in the business of maintaining and controlling real estate property. They're in the business of giving you a loan to purchase said real estate property and then collecting interest on it. They just want to sit back and get their money and do this bullshit with their hands, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, them boys. So with that said, when someone forecloses on a house, they're going to go ahead and sell that house at a very low cost because they want to get rid of it. They want to make some money back versus making no money, and they don't have the time and effort to put into managing that property, dealing with tenants, and all that other bullshit. So you're going to be able to find really good deals when houses are foreclosed on. You go to the town hall, and they'll be doing auctions, etc. Go to those. You will find fantastic deals.
Yep.
What do you guys think about day trading?
I think it's great. I have a lot of friends that do it, but it is a hard task because you have to understand, like, they're focused in a room for hours, just researching, looking at the news, looking at certain things. And my friends are very successful, but it took them years to accomplish this. And most people give up in that period of time. And I will say this off rip, it is not easy. Like, everyone I know that does it, like, they've sacrificed so much of their family time, like, outside time, just to focus on this one task of day trading. And it's rewarding, but the path to get there is almost, I would say,
you can literally lose your life
if you don't know what you're doing.
You can lose your life doing that shit, guys. So
I would say that's one thing you need a mentor, 100%.
You need,
because the learning curve is so long and hard, bro.
Don't even bother doing it on your own.
I personally
trying to learn that shit. Yeah.
Bro.
And don't bet anything that you're not willing to risk. I tell you guys with cryptocurrency, don't put no money in that you're not willing to lose. I could lose my entire crypto portfolio right now, and I'd be okay. I'd be pissed, but I'd be okay. It wouldn't hurt me at all. Vader goes, first super chat, huge supporter, and you guys changed my life. Currently a truck driver, about to use the GI Bill to go to university while doing Amazon with the help of the KT course. I invested 3.5K along with using my 90% VA disability. There you go. That's the guy that's doing the grind. That's what I'm talking about.
We had a guest on, added massive value. You got a new side business. Shout out to you, bro.
Bam. And keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're going to have to do both. That's one thing that no one ever mentions about the entrepreneur life is they think you're going to be on a laptop on a fucking beach. No, my friend, you're going to be on a laptop in the house stressing, trying to sleep while, working your side hustle while simultaneously trying to get some rest so you could do your real job. Formula Media goes, I'm 16 years old working my online business. What would you recommend spending my time and money in? Go back to what we said before as far as like finding different niches and figuring out what you like and then going ahead and saving money for that niche.
At 16, you're starting early. If you can start now learning things or trying different avenues for make money, you'll be successful in a shorter time, bro. I'm telling you.
There you go.
Razor 319 says, I worked a salary job in corporate security field and created my LLC for risk consulting on the side, leveraging my professional network. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. Networking is the most powerful tool that is free. Guys,
absolutely. Good shit, man.
That is so estimated.
Yeah.
Networking is
You
powerful.
can literally build a business around the niche that you already have. Let's say you work in law enforcement. Well, now you could become a security consultant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It works. JBX. I love when you guys, and guys, we're going to read 50 and up from this point forward because we got to make sure that we get going for the second show coming soon here. I love when you guys talk about the sacrifice you made when you were working regular jobs, trying to better yourselves. I'm currently working 12 to 14-hour days using some of that extra money to study stock investing and trading. Appreciate y'all. Absolutely. But yo, just like Fresh just said a second ago, that's where you need to get a mentor, bro. You need to get a mentor with that.
Yeah, dude.
That's a dangerous one.
Like sacrifice, people don't know what that really means, bro. And me and Myron put so much into this. It's crazy. And the last one here. Chow BK says 27, just graduated civil engineer, started 68K a year. Not sure if I can't study masters and get PE license or work on a side hustle / real estate. I'm hungry, need a way out from poverty, growing up in Section 8, trying to get fit also. Okay.
I have no problem if you have a job and you can get a little bit higher education to make more money in that same job because you're already in that career field. So here's the thing. This is what I would say. In your situation, see if you can get your engineering firm to pay for your education.
Yeah.
If you can, and a lot of times they will do it or they'll compensate you to a degree for it. So figure out if you can go ahead and get them to pay for your education. Bam. You leverage that company. You're able to get the education. You make more money. And then as you make that more money, that will put you in a better position to invest into other asset classes. And guys, keep in mind, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You understand that, guys?
Yeah.
One of the biggest lies they tell you is you need to be an entrepreneur. No, you can work a high income skill job, doctor, engineer, lawyer, law enforcement, whatever it is. You could work that job while simultaneously building side business on the side and keep doing your regular job. The goal, guys, isn't to be an entrepreneur. Well, in a traditional sense, your goal is to create financial freedom. You could create that financial freedom by working your job and then going ahead and having these side hustles and still working your job. And then you choose if you want to quit or if you want to work that job. Some of y'all really love the niche that you're in, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, law enforcement, whatever. You really love that. Cool. Keep doing it, but understand that you don't need to keep doing it. And that's where I want you guys to be. All right.
And then last one here, Chris, if I'm correct. Cool. Cardi says, sup, Fresh and Myron. I'm in Miami, 17, making 10K a month, and I have roughly 30K in savings. What are the next steps for me? P.S. That Force Carbon hood goes harder than Lambo Fresh. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. 17, making 10K a month, 30K in savings. I'm not gonna lie, but you're a pretty good start. 17. Holy crap. That's amazing. Next step, bro, I would say
keep saving money,
putting money into an investment like real estate. Once you get some more money saved up, and you're on the right path, bro. I mean, this is pretty good.
As soon as you turn 18, get a credit card.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. You might be able to be an authorized user under your mom at 17. You might be. So when you do it to turn 18, you'll already have a credit record. What are the next steps for me? PS. Yeah, bro, keep saving money and then start looking at ways to deploy that money. We talked to y'all before about this. Real estate is number one. Number two is crypto, stocks, index funds.
And Cardi, small hack for you, bro, as well. Just after this point, get a car you can pay off relatively in like 6 months. Either you have money in cash. No, because I can tell where his mind is at. He wants to get a Lambo eventually or something like that. He preaches Lambo. So start now. Get a car you can actually pay it off, and then once again upgrade the next car. So that by the time you want a Lambo, you're going to be approved because you've been paying for a car, and they can see the history of you getting cars, upgrading. So that way you're going to be on a good setting to get a car that you want.
Okay.
Rather than starting late and then you got to pay. There's much money down on the car. A lot of money down is crazy.
You better have a couple assets before you buy that Lambo.
Yeah.
You better have a couple assets. He's talking about 5-10 years down the road.
Yeah.
But we're saying for now though, you got to put that money into an asset class. We talked about the different ones. You pick whichever one you like the most.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't tell y'all what to invest in. We can tell you guys what the best ones are, and then you guys can go ahead and pick and choose from there. Because everyone's not the same. Your credit score might suck right now, and you can't get a loan on a house. Cool, but you could buy cryptocurrency. Boom, do that. All right.
All right. Okay. Last one here.
Go ahead,
Number one. Oh shit. It's gonna be income versus savings, which is basically money management.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, you.
I'm gonna do the last one.
Okay. So guys, every money problem that you got, financial problem that you guys could think of typically comes from not understanding this. If you spend more than you make, you're going to run into issues. But if you spend less than you make, you're going to be good. And I know it sounds very simple, but all financial problems are rooted in that. That comes back to what we said before. Make sure that you write everything out. Get a mint. See what's going in versus what's coming in. And then if you're realizing that, damn, I have a lot of debt or I'm spending a lot of money, blah, 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 you got two options. Lower your costs, which you should absolutely be doing anyway. And then number two, pick up another job. I don't care if you work at McDonald's, then you also got to pick up a job at the opposite Burger King next door. I don't care. You need to make more money. If you're a man and you're under 30 years old and you're at the house, all day and you're working less than 50, 60 hours, you need to really have a tough conversation with yourself and look in the mirror like, damn, am I really doing everything that I can do? Or am I exhausting all options? Most y'all, to keep it 1,000, are not exhausting all your options. You guys are wasting way too much time watching YouTube, watching us, whatever it may be. And I'm telling you this, hey, it's in my best interest to tell you how to watch the show. No, you guys, if you're going to watch our podcast, you should be watching our podcast while simultaneously doing something productive.
Yep.
Okay? You shouldn't just be listening to us and just sitting there like, ugh. I mean, on an episode like this, I get it. It's a lot of information, so you're writing notes. Cool. But you need to be doing something else. Maybe you're at a job, you're working security, you're doing some job, listening to us while you're making money. You need to be doing something while you listen to us, okay? You shouldn't just be listening to us with nothing else. This rule applies everywhere, whether you're listening to music, whatever it is. You need to be productive in your time, lower costs while simultaneously increasing income. And you do that by budgeting your money and making sure that you live way below your means, be a minimalist while simultaneously finding other ways to make more money, whether it's working more hours at your job, or you can't do that, you got to start another job. Fucking do it. You should be working 80-hour weeks in your 20s as a man. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. And you can find time for the gym, etc. What's going to suffer? Yeah. Hoes are going to suffer. Fun's going to suffer, but who cares? You should be at the club and drinking anyway.
Well said. Guys, off rip, most people wonder why they're not successful. And it's choices in life. Choices today, choices tomorrow will shape who you are in the long run. And there's two outcomes to this that we're going to show you guys today on this board that we got for you guys on financial freedom. So here we have it. All right. So guys, this is an example of two people here in America or worldwide, doesn't really matter. But in this case, these people have two different outcomes, right? So we have Tom and John. Tom makes $200K a year, right? John makes $500K a year. Tom spends $150K a year, saves $50K, has zero debt, but with this outcome from his actions, and if you follow all the steps that we said today, he has opportunity with freedom, which means Tom's making $200K a year, but he saves $50K, and he can spend that money on opportunity, investing in himself, or assets over a long period of time. John, on the other hand, makes $500K a year, spends $250K a year, saves $20K a year, has debt $200K, so he has negative freedom, aka debt slave. So John makes a lot of money in this example here, but his expenditure for debt is huge and his spending is huge, which means his things are very little. So when it comes to like opportunity, he has not much he can do because his money is spent in debt and also as well in fun and other things as well. So guys, this is showing you there's two paths you can do. And Tom is pretty much like on Myron's path of financial freedom because he's actually focusing on savings and putting money into like assets that he can make money off of, versus John is about lifestyle, kind of how I was, and putting money into debt. And once again, guys, you have to plan from the very beginning, because if you don't plan from the very beginning, you're going to have, I want to say, choices where you can either have fun or sacrifice for the future. And if you're not aware of what you're doing, you're going to go with the wind and make mistakes. But if you have a plan for your life from the very beginning, you can be like Tom here. And even though he makes less money, he saves more. And it's not what you have, but it's not what you spend, but it's whatever you keep for the most part. So there you go.
Yeah. And the other thing too, also that I want you guys to know, because for all my high earning guys that are watching this podcast, right? And you can put it down. I'm good. Right. For all the high earning guys, you're making six figures or above, right? You have a high income skill or whatever. You guys are some of the most prone to get in debt because you make more money and you think you're making more and you spend more like an idiot. Okay. So what I'm telling y'all, as a higher earning guy, you need to be buckled down even more so to ensure that you don't overspend just because you're making more money. And it's going to be the most tempting for you guys because you have the money to go to Miami. You have the money to be a fucking womanizer and do all this shit. But if you really want to be financially free, guys, and not have to depend on your job, I want you guys in a position where you have side hustles. You have other things that are making you money. Maybe you got a couple ATMs. Maybe you got a couple real estate properties. Maybe you got, cryptocurrency going up and you're getting a dividend from that, or a high interest savings account that's giving you a dividend. You have all these other things in play where you're actually financially free and you're working the job because you want to fucking work it. Yep. You're not working it because you have to work it. You're working it because you want to work it. And you hire income guys with a high income skill, right? Y'all make it $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, but y'all are living like you make $5 million a year. You guys are the most prone to fall for this mistake, which I'm really glad that you showed that. It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you save. So guys, if you don't save money and get yourself out of the rat race, you will continue to stay in the rat race, and you're still going to be a wage slave, even though you have a good career. Okay. Again, save the money. Okay. And the beauty is when you save the money, when you have these high income skills, you're able to go ahead and get that mentor faster. You're able to go ahead and invest faster. You're able to make money faster because money loves speed. So you're able to invest $10,000 after a month into a mentor right away. You're able to get in, learn, make that money, invest even more so, and then that money comes back to you faster. But if you spend that money like an idiot, it's going to fuck you up. So spend that money quickly up front with the high income skill, and you'll be able to get that success quicker because you have the capital to do so, man.
And just last thing to say here, if you can manage a little bit of money yourself, let's say you can manage making $50K a year, you can save money from that. Make $100K, you can save money from that, and so on and so on. It's the money you keep that matters, because once again, if you make a lot of money and you're trapped in paying debt and paying for your expenses, then you're stuck in that cycle of lifestyle creep, which means you make a lot of money, but you're trapped in that essence.
Yeah, because you have all these liabilities, man. So guys, I'm telling you, man, I know I'm sound like a broken record, but you guys that make a lot of money, 100K plus per year, etc., you guys are doing well. You need to save that fucking money, or else you're going to have to keep working that job to continue to live your lifestyle. No, work that job, live way below your means, invest in another side hustle because you have the capital to do so. Let that side hustle make you money. Once that side hustle starts making you money, then you could go ahead and take that passive income and buy your liabilities. You don't want earned income buying your liabilities. You want passive income buying those liabilities. So you want to go ahead and get a nice car. You want to go ahead and fucking lease a Mercedes AMG or whatever, because a lot of you guys like to fucking do that shit. Fine. Start a side hustle, get a real estate property. Once you have enough real estate properties making you, let's say, $1,000, $2,000 a month, now you go ahead and take that $1,000, $2,000 a month and go ahead and get that fucking car if you want. All right. Or you could be even smarter, take that passive income you're taking along with your earned income, put it together, and now you can invest even more aggressively into more assets. Okay. Realistically speaking, I'll keep it 1,000 with y'all. Until you're making 20 to 50K a month passively, I want to buy no nigga shit. Yeah, I fucking said it. So you're making 20 to 50K a month passively, you shouldn't be buying no nigga shit. All right. All that money that you're making passively from that thing, you should be taking it to, along with your earned income, and invest even more aggressively into these assets that pay you back money. Buy your financial freedom faster. Okay. Because the longer it takes, the more you spend money, the longer it's going to take you to do this shit. Buy that freedom back faster. Then you can go ahead and have fun. Delayed gratification, guys. Delayed gratification. All right.
Trust me, the girls ain't going nowhere.
The bitches ain't going nowhere.
And there's a song by one of them boys, Save That Money, Lil Dicky.
Oh, yeah.
Save that money. Yep. So, guys,
and he's one of them boys, right?
Yeah,
he is.
They know.
Yeah, he knows.
They know. All right. Anything else, Chris?
Yes. Rumble chats.
All right.
Cool.
And the girls just walked in.
Cool. Should I be careful applying for too many credit cards fast? I've gotten 3 in the past 5 months and invested and interested in another. Yeah, you don't want to apply for too many credit cards.
It will hurt your score.
Yeah, too many.
Not by a lot, but it's gonna lower your score a little bit.
Yeah. WFNF been on the program since early 2021 and improved my life significantly. I'm now a data scientist looking for a third job to get my bands up. There you go, my friend. Good shit.
Third job. Keep playing.
If you want to finance a 50K-ish property for Section 8, should I have it under sole propriety or LLC? You're going to want to have it under LLC. And I will talk to y'all about how to structure your real estate business as well. I have a whole, that's a whole another episode. Well, but I will do that for y'all, how I have my real estate stuff structured. I actually just made a whole bunch of bank accounts and LLCs, all that shit. I'll teach you guys how we did it step by step. I'm in the process of doing it right now with Roger. So I'm going to walk y'all through that, man. That one's going to be a lot of value. It probably, that's going to be one of the best real estate episodes you guys ever get, but I'll have it done and ready probably by August. Hey guys, I'm starting the e-com business for my mom's sugar waxing service. Caramelized sugar as a hair removal product. It's less painful, healthier, and less lasted 2 weeks. Any advice for scaling / marketing? Social media, pay for ads. We have a rule, and I agree with this on Brandon. You don't really want to be paying for ads until you're making 10K a month, bare fucking minimum, because ads become very, very expensive, guys.
It's a rich person's game, bro.
It is. Facts.
So, Sergeant Shroom says, during 2020, I bought a plot of land to build my own ranch on. I'm 20 now, officially broke ground on it. I've been doing landscaping in summer to pay for it, building it all myself. Shout out to you. And last but not least, M. Wood says, 2 DUIs.
Two DUIs by 2016, just about to get my license back and out of that hole. Avoid drinking completely, does nothing good for you. Yeah, guys. And Wood, for you, bro, most states have the 3rd DUI as a felony.
Oh, wow.
So, a lot of states. I know Texas for a fact. I think Florida as well. So, bro, you better, someone like you, man, you need to quit alcohol altogether. I tell you all the time, don't drink. But any of you guys that have ever been arrested for a DUI, you need to drop the bottle now.
Imagine you're a grown-ass
now.
man. You're a grown-ass man. You can't drive a car. What?
And now you're a convicted felon,
bruv.
Because you wanted to fucking drink some Hennessy and drive a car. Come on, man.
Bro, I'll pull up
man.
I'll pull up your chick's house in a Lambo.
Even I don't do that.
Gone, bro.
Yeah,
Stupid.
bro. Yo, man, that's one of the worst ways. Guys, I hate that I even have to have this conversation. If you drink, I don't give a fuck if it's one beer. You better not fucking touch those keys. I've never driven drunk in my life. You guys want to know why? Because I know the consequences are so severe. It's an automatic 10K. You're losing your license. You lose your freedom. You lose your ability to create wealth. You lose your ability to create an income. It fucks you up. And the next thing you know, now your families are on the hook. Anyone here that's been a victim, not a victim, anyone here that's gone a DUI, etc. And I know this intimately because a coworker that I used to be with, that I used to work with at Macy's, he had a DUI and his fucking sister or mom had to come pick him up all the time. 21 years old, 22 years old, grown-ass man. Bro, it's the worst, and it's going to cost you money, lawyer fees. It's not fucking worth it. And then the third one that you get is absolutely going to be a felony. Now you're a convicted felon. You can't buy a fucking gun. You can't vote. Can't get a job. You're fucking done, bro.
Imagine you're on a date, and shorty's like, "Oh, can we go to your crib after? Yeah, let's Uber. Next date. Oh, let's go here. Uber. Wait, you don't drive? Oh, I can't drive. I got a DUI.
Bro.
Lame, bro.
Yeah, man. Bro, don't fucking... Do not get a DUI, guys. Just like I tell you all the time, man, just don't fucking drink. And if you are going to drink, have an Uber ready. I don't give a fuck, man. The number one killer of Americans a lot of times is car accidents. A lot of times it's because of DUIs. So, yo, don't drink and drive. I don't give a fuck if you have one beer. Do you guys realize that one beer will have you blow over a point of weight?
Damn.
Real talk. For a lot of y'all, one beer will get you over a point of weight.
L.
Heineken?
No, Chris, for you, Henny. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to show us some girls coming up right now, actually.
Yeah.
W show.
Yeah, W show, bro. Gave you a lot of value. Whoever is doing the timestamps that's watching right now, man, do me a favor. If y'all could do it by question, that'd be awesome because y'all asked a lot of good questions today. I really enjoyed it, man.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, those are steps of financial freedom with a bunch of added bonuses in there. We gave you a lot of sauce.
Start now.
Like the video, start now. Stop being a brokey. Save that goddamn money. Live below your means. And if you want to get a mentor, rewind the part where I explain the reality of getting a mentor and how to set up yourself for a business.
Save that money.
Yep. We love you guys. We'll catch you back here with some lovely ladies. Peace.
Peace.